Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another TeamBN stream. Today we've got a Battle Network 3 race between Risch and xKilios. They're both going to be playing on the Japanese version. Risch with EXE3 and xKilios with EXE3 Black. And then after the BN3 race, Risch will be back with a preview of One Step from Eden. I'm going to show off a little more of it before the official release next Thursday, the 26th?
Correct.
Yeah, so look forward to that. And then afterwards, we're going to have the developers of Net King's Call come and show an updated demo and do a Q&A. It's an interesting combination of, what is it? Battle Network, Fire Emblem, and Advanced Wars. And I like all of those things, so it's very interesting. And then our last run will be a last run by, of course, the AAOA, and he'll be playing Mega Man Battle Network 6. I believe Gregor, but he's welcome to mix it up. We'll see what happens. So that's what we got for today. I'm going to let our racers introduce ourselves. Risch, how you doing?
Hello everyone, my name is Risch. You might know me as a Battle Network 6 runner, but I have started to pick up Battle Network 3 lately, so this should be a fun race.
Hey, what's up? I'm xKilios. I speedrun Battle Network 3. And yeah.
Hello, I'm here to help with commentary on Dallas EXE. I run BN3 and I brought in a lot of it, so a bunch of knowledge of it.
He's also currently hanging out with Mamoru. You can hear the seagulls softly in the background.
Nice.
Cool. All right, so I think they're ready to get started here. Dallas, why don't you give us a countdown and then explain what Risch attempted to do?
Sure, okay, well, let's begin on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright then. So, to begin with, xKilios and Risch is gonna attempt to do style manipulation, because the game has 4 elements for style, and Risch wants specifically hit style. The style is decided on when you press. So it's decided off RNG too, so it doesn't matter if you soft reset or hard reset when you start a new game. Go for a specific. I should always give him once he gets style change, and that's it. That's so he had to defend himself and with a little bit later than that. But yeah, now begins with the usual tutorial. 2 cannons, there is still wide sword, the 3 mentors that we're gonna buster down for a double shotgun kill. The good old usual Battle Network tutorial. It's also a great time to see how your mushing is feeling at the end.
I'm curious, what did you get, xKilios?
11.
Oh, I have to go for 11. Not even close. 15.
Bustering the metro for swag. So now that we're done with that tutorial, a new day at school begins. We're gonna go meet up on the square.
I see, we also have a new voice in here. Would you like to introduce yourself, fat kid?
Oh, hello there, fat kid.
Perhaps he's not ready to speak yet.
I didn't know it was starting for another 30 minutes, oh god.
Time zones, my guy. Daylight savings.
I hate daylight savings. I'm sorry.
This is Fat Kid, the world record holder for I don't know what game. He created the Wonder Swan game, the one that he has the world record in. That's what I
Wonder
meant.
Swan, Persona 3. There's many.
Yeah, he created the Wonder Swan. And he created the fan favorite, Rockman EXE Wonder Swan.
So fuck it, it was supposed to start like half an hour ago.
Yeah, we started late.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought. Yeah. God damn it. Guess I'll go tweet it out if it hasn't already. Hello, everyone, I'm back.
Tara might have already tweeted out.
So anyway, at the beginning of the game, we need a bunch of sanity because, and you can run away from encounters any of HP. So for that, in the first two areas, the base HP is good enough to run away first try. But for the third area, we need 140 HP, which means we need 2 HP memories. The first one we can get for 1000 cedis on ACDC 2. The second one we're gonna need 2 extra on ACDC Square.
Dude, how do you do it? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I literally don't get it.
I have enough Zenny, and I'm not even at the shop yet to buy both HP memories.
Nice. So, a key version difference begins here because Risch is gonna want to buy a grass stage star for 1000 cedi on ACDC Square, while xKilios just wants the HP memories, although maybe he goes for any bubblers. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the different shops actually have a lot of different options, which makes a lot of significant route changes between EXE3 and EXE3 Black, or in the US versions, blue and white.
Yeah. So a really important thing is in normally EXE, the next few gauntlets are gonna be made much easier with the dash that you can get in ACDC Area 3 from a GMD. So Risch is gonna be digging for that.
I already have the Zenny for the grass stage too.
Nice. Also, there's another shot where you can use the shockwave, but it's a bit slower. But goes for that ever.
Marker does it. Marker's a legend, by the way.
That's true. As you can see, xKilios wasn't able to buy the 2 HP memories, so he has to attempt to run, wait an entire turn, and attempt to run again every time he gets an encounter.
Do not buy that. I couldn't even if I wanted to.
Dude, I'm so tempted to tweet out the picture of Mika strangling you with this toy.
Don't. That is the worst idea I think you've ever had.
I'm restraining.
Oh my god. Feel free to do it on your own Twitter. Just not on TeamBN.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, so I forgot to mention real quick, on ACDC Area 3 there's also a BMD, which is a story required item, which xKilios picked up recently, which is gonna pick up for him.
Pick it up eventually. As long as I don't forget.
Oh yeah, I forgot the reason we're going through the internet. There's a M1 tournament going on. The first step to getting into the tournament, there's quest where they ask you 3 questions and you need to pick up 3 data that are, because the questions are always answered. The answer is always right or wrong. We pick up our circle data for right or wrong. I'm pretty sure they just call right and wrong data. You have to go to ACDC area to bring it back, and then go back to the internet and pick up another data. So it's like a total of 3 trips out of ACDC Square. And for the third one, Where since it's so far away, it's faster to simply jack out and jack back in. Which also refresh the GMDs and you can go look for more city and you have more chances to get the dash on area 3.
Speaking of which, xKilios is about to save a lot of time on me.
No dash. I completely forgot to mention the manipulation, but at this point...
Wow. Guess I'm just guaranteed to get that 2K Zen, eh?
Well, okay.
Alright. Mind explaining how GMDs work to sort of so people can understand why I'm doing what I'm doing right now?
GMDs being games. Guess you jack can, and the reward will always be the same. Will only reroll when you pick another GMD or jack out on. So if you want to save scum for a specific reward, you have to open a GMD, then reset. Open a GMD, go to the other area, and if you don't get it, reset so you can pick up the first GMD again. So it's re-rolling the second GMD. GMDs only appear on pairs per area, and that's worth noticing. So it's always guaranteed to GMDs.
It's the Shockwave J.
So xKilios is done. He's gonna go have dinner, then a Skype call with his friends. Well, no, he checked. Okay. Oh, never mind. He just finished question 2.
Yep.
I mean,
Whoops.
I was expecting him to get a lead on me here, but
Hey, that's a short win. You're not taking the.
I could have, but I don't know the strats well enough. And I'm not a fan of them either. What is it? It's like a 5 out of 32 chance. Not the Rick 30 star.
Now he's gonna have a Skype call.
There we go. Cool.
Yeah, we got it.
Nice.
Wait.
Wait.
I said,
you forgot.
I said I was not gonna forget it. That'll get me an extra encounter, but that's fine.
So an important difference is that Risch got the dash. Cool. The thing is, he wants to reg it. For that, he needs 11 megabytes. So he's gonna be going out of the way in Yai's HP as well as Flashman Comp 1. He's gonna jack into a vending machine to pick up extra reg memes early, so he can reg dash as soon as possible, and then not care about reg memes. xKilios, however, is just gonna ignore the reg memes until he needs them for dash.
This sounds awfully familiar to what I'm doing right now.
Okay, never mind. It's early.
I do something different. I apologize. I'm picking up reg mems to reg Rock Cube on DSNAP.
Oh, right.
Well,
Yeah, xKilios has been doing his own kind of route. Is that like a strat that people have been doing for a while now? Regging Rock Cube on Beastman?
No.
No, not really. Well, to be fair,
that makes this even easier to commentate then.
No, the thing is, BN3 has a multiple amount of routes. You can manipulate as much or as little as you want, and the time difference is not gonna be that big compared to something like BN1 or BN2. So you can route the game however you want. And what xKilios is doing is actually pretty smart, because the thing is, in white version or vanilla exe, you can buy rock cubes from Asylum, but you cannot do so in black. So by regging the rock cube, you reg it.
Yeah,
You reg it.
you only have the one Rock Cube in black that you pick up from a BMD, and therefore regging it is very important because you can use Rock Shot to deal 200 damage to him.
I mean, he can get one from a GMD on Silab's Lab area, but it's, it's random. Well,
xKilios, I'm rich. What do I do?
From what I remember from last run, flaunt.
The last time I had this much money, I accidentally bought the Silab HP Mem2 early because the game let me. Because normally I don't have 4,000 Zenny at this point in the game. No, excuse me, I don't normally have 6,000 Zenny at this point in the game.
Dude, I just want to point out, Torbrex, I know exactly what we're referring to. When I was younger, I saw that stupid goddamn Cheat Central page as well. You can't fight Goliath during the night time.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine if Capcom thought that hard about this?
The
We
worst
should
part
probably
is I tried it
explain
as a
all-
teenager, not as a kid.
Gullible.
You also try to unlock Tails in Melee.
No.
Okay. So Fakir, can you explain to me a little bit what's going on with the story? Because we completely ignored that.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm sorry, I'm eating curry.
So, just, trying to cosplay as Land now, huh?
Yeah. I've even got the red sweater vest thing on. And nothing else. So,
Standard.
right now, Flashman has hypnotized everyone with the power of, like, Star Trek special effects. He made loads of lines go over them, so now Yai thinks she's a swan, Dex thinks she's a train, and Mel thinks she's a zombie. So we just gotta go talk to all of them, and then try to save our friends. There's parts during the comp where you'll need to go back to land and interact with a light switch to turn on the lights in the comp so that Mega Man knows where the BMDs are. And yeah.
When are we playing that type of bingo, Terra?
Get eating during commentary.
Fat Kid doing commentary should be the free square in the middle.
Well, look, this race isn't gonna last as long as the other one, so I promise to not start playing video games in the middle of it, so you don't hear all of my keyboard click.
So one dead, huh? So part of the gimmick of the comp is also that not all BMDs are good. Some of them are intruder programs, intruder alert programs that will just send you a fight that you can still run away first or from. But yeah,
Only ever picked them up once. When I was first learning the game. I remember sitting there asking someone, like, asking my chat, what is this BMD? Should I pick it up? You know what? I'm just gonna pick it up. Oh, it's a virus. Alright, I'll wait for your response from now on.
When I used to run the game, well, not run the game, race the game, sorry, like 5 years ago, I never memorized all the BMDs, so I just pick every single one up. And I'd leave this comp like 10 minutes later than everyone else.
nice. Good old fucking.
Gotta make it interesting, you know. There's a reason my first time was 6 hours and 30 minutes.
You're joining our next Alpha Mega race, right? I'll take that as a yes.
No, I don't have 36 hours to spend anymore, okay?
Can't believe Fat Kid doesn't love us anymore.
I'm actually interested.
My love for TeamBN died around the 28-hour mark of my Alpha Omega run.
believe Tara asked a question that Dallas knows the answer to in chat.
Why is it so consistent?
Oh, I explained that earlier on 3 why they were picking up money to buy HP memories, because it's related to how they run away from encounters. So you weren't here for that. I mean, I can explain it again.
Might as
Anyway,
well,
chat
we already
box.
started.
Okay, yeah, so running away in BN3 is related to how much HP you have. So the run rate is consistent, so you will always first turn escape from fights if you meet the threshold. Later on, you will also be able to skip all encounters if you have sneak run. If you meet the certain threshold, that threshold, however, is much higher. So throughout the run, we're going to be picking up a bunch of HP memories, so we can always first turn escape from encounters, because that's faster. By the end of the run, we're gonna need 540 HP to be able to first turn escape from all the Alpha Comps fights. If you wanted to sneak run through that, that's 820 HP, which is not recommended.
So what is Flashman's pattern?
Flashman's okay, fucking you do this.
Oh, you want me to explain it? I don't know.
Okay, well, he moves twice and attacks. Moves twice, then stops, twice, then stops, twice, then stops, then attacks. So it moves twice, it stops, up to 3 times. On the 3rd time, he attacks. I'm pretty sure that once he's low in HP, is more likely to just go up the front.
xKilios is currently waiting because he wants to get a counter hit on Flashman for the bug frags. He needs 30 bug frags so he can buy a full cust, I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flashman is not cooperating though.
So the thing is, the bug frag shops are different per version. In black, for 30 bug frags, you can buy full cast. And
Okay,
white,
got the bug
for 30
frags.
bug frags, you can now, I mean, in standard EXE, bug frags get you nothing of value to go faster. In fact, the full cast, we can actually buy in Undersquare for just 5,000 Zenny. So, Risch is now dying to Gutsman. It's a forced fight that you can either win or lose, but he has way too much HP for us to kill fast, so we just die to it. So I'm disappointed that they're not doing money too, but I'm not gonna go around saying so. Actually, Risch, are you gonna be doing Windstorm on it, or?
No.
Okay. Well, he knows the manip, which is not gonna do it to embrace.
I learned the manip, and then I forgot the slots. I forgot the slot Airshot needs to go in.
I'm pretty sure it was 12 or 14, I don't remember.
This is something fancy. I remember
You
my
have a 50-50 shot.
I remember my first run, I was like, wait, where does Airshot go? Okay, I'm not manipping.
I mean, I can look up the slots for you real quick.
It's not a huge deal.
So, Battle Network 3 in particular, the whole series is very interesting because each of the games has certain themes and consistencies, but when you look at them as a speed run, they're surprisingly distinct. And 3 is unique in that the way they handle RNG in that game is different from every other game. And so you can fold or stack on my internet's dying.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, looks like we're fine. So the deal with Flashman is that if you can predict ahead of time which slots from your folder you're going to draw, and so you can put the chips you want for that fight in those slots, and then you'll draw them. So you could get 2 bubblers, a rock cube, and an air shot. longsword, air shot, rock cube, air shot, whatever you want, anything that adds up to 300 damage. And all you have to do is stand in a specific location, edit your folder, and do a hard reset. That's the difference. But they're choosing not to do it because RNG manipulation plays very differently. Like, you don't have to really learn the game or the bosses, you just have to push the buttons. So Risch and xKilios both have this approach where it's like they just play the game a lot, understand how everything works, and then react to the RNG that the game gives them. And so if they get lucky and they draw a rock shot, which I think Risch did, then they can take advantage of the fast strat without having to do all that extra setup. And it makes the game more varied and interesting from the runner's perspective. So like with Battle Networks series and 3 in particular, it's nice because you can play the game, you can run the game however you want. And there's a bunch of different routes and strategies that you can take for it.
We were also quite, I guess, humbled by how fast you can go without manip and how it can potentially be faster after Jakumba started getting some very, very good times. He was another runner of this game, Japanese runner.
Yeah.
Jagumba is insane.
Yeah, currently the 5 EXE block with a 254, was it?
Yeah, 254.
Yeah. That run currently uses no RNG manipulation whatsoever. Although Jagumba has been interested in learning some RNG manipulation, so we'll see how that goes. Because the thing is, RNG manipulation in BN3 requires hard reset, which takes around 6 extra seconds of setup per fight. So that makes it much more equivalent. Because the runner that doesn't RNG manipulate also has a lot of more tools than in any other BN game. Well, at least for any other of the RNG manipulated games, right? So it starts becoming... RNG is not as fast as... RNG manipulation is not as fast as one would think. At least not in BN3. Yeah.
Yeah, if we're talking about BN1 or 2, hell yeah. RNG manip's like your only option to go fast. But
Yeah.
Yes. It's faster to just get lucky. That is correct.
Also,
and I would like to properly attribute that quote to Markro.
yeah. The story-wise, you do these set fights to clear. It's more like a test to get into the real tournament later. I forget the name of it, but yeah. So you just gotta do this stuff. Yeah, the N1 pre. And Risch is coming up on the Virus King, Part 2.
Oh no. Barbarian will hit up. He dashed. Wow.
Dash is sweet, by the way.
So I find it really ironic that the runner running Standard EXE got the rock cube from the GMB.
I did. I never realized that because I never paid attention to what that star coded chip is, but now that you mention it, I do remember it being told that that's a rock cube. Oh my god. Smart TVs, dude.
So funny thing is, being Virus King, they give us a Cyber Metro Pass for ACDC. Throughout the run, we're never ever gonna use that. We're just gonna jack out and go jack in either probably to highest HP connects to Scilab, which is a fast access to the metro station, as well as ACDC 2. So probably, most likely, whenever we have to do something to end the internet, we're probably jacking it on Yai's PC.
Everything okay, Risch?
Got counter hit.
Oh! You lost your chip because you got hit as you used it, dang.
Yeah. Oh, I could have done this so much.
I'm pretty sure we did not talk about fixed fight differences and why Risch wants dash.
No, we talked.
You'd be better explaining that, Dallas.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that we talked about the shot differences, but not the fight differences. So you can go ahead and do that, but it's not a big deal. The thing is, there are a bunch of fixed fights throughout the entire game, whether are gauntlets, ranked fights, so will stay the same. But any other fight that is fixed, that's you need to do to progress the story. It's gonna be different in both versions, so strats may differ. For example, EXE3 Blacks has to deal with moles, so he's gonna need to be using air shots to bait out the dangerous power swords, whereas in normal EXE you just drop power sword, you're done. I explained why Risch wants stars like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. But yeah, as you can see, Risch's fights were much faster because he had dash. He fell behind early on because he was resetting for a 1, but then he was able to wreck dash, and then he was just able to do that really fast. Okay, bye. In fact, even if you're RNG manipulated, you just want the dash. Wreck dash is just so much faster than manipulating the gauntlet.
Dallas has a manip that gets a fight that gives him a dash.
Yeah, at one point I did make a really bad dash manip, simply because manipping for a ship is faster than manipping the 7 fights. Is this when I shout out Twilight his Mega March and then he's gonna do BM4 next in his channel?
Okay, let's not slander people on the TeamBN channel, okay?
Okay. So now we're field trip with school. We're going to the zoo. We have to talk to all the animals, including Dex, and then meet up in front of the lions, where the trigger will happen about the new scenario. How Chisao gets kidnapped by, what was it, a condor?
Condor, yeah.
Something. Yeah.
Terracondor
So
kidnaps our boy.
Oh.
Time for a tickle.
Yeah, we're gonna go look for Chisao, but animals are blocking our way, so we have to take a specific path. But first, we're gonna jack into this TV to grab an unlocker. Because this unlocker is used, well, we are gonna need 2 unlockers throughout the run. One for an HP memory in Mel's comp, and another one for fast gauge. It's gonna be a really important Navi customizer part that we'll explain later on. If you manip and you skip jacking into the TV because you don't want the unlocker, you don't care about fast gauge because you always first turn draw what you want. Alright, Fuck, you wanna explain the gimmick for the next comp?
Sure. We talked to everything in the zoo. Zoo goes crazy. Go into the comp. Means you talk to a virus and then match with that virus something that relates to the animal, or doesn't relate, whatever the game feels like, pretty much. Like a jar and an octopus. But, once we give the item that they correspond to, they get so excited they blow up, and then we can move past them.
Unfortunately, I'm incapable of reading Japanese, so I can't actually read these out to you.
Yeah, sure, I'll just read them all out. No, I'm not doing that. Never mind, forget I said that.
Well, now you put the idea in people's heads, back.
No, it's too late. So yeah. This guy is... I forget which one that is. Never mind.
That's a mouse virus with a crackhead.
Hey, xKilios is doing his Navicast setup. I assume it's going to look very different to Risch's. Yup.
Yep.
Risch does his pretty unique.
Isn't mine exactly yours, Dallas?
What?
Isn't mine exactly yours, Dallas, or am I crazy?
It is. You just straight up copy
That's
it.
how, that's how I used to do my Navicast as well, but by complete accident.
Yeah, the basically the undershirt and speed plus just go wherever in order to take them out quickly later, but still allows us to place the attack plus 10 where we kind of want it, because the attack plus 1 is very important.
So, bear with us. The background succumbs kills the bitrate. So,
Wait, are you?
I mean, it looks fine on my stream.
okay.
I mean, it kills the old bit, right? But
Thanks, fat kid.
no, I can't. No, some of the backgrounds in this game do hurt the bitrate, but thankfully it is not currently noticeable from Rich's point of view.
Now you see, if I had a webcam going.
Yeah.
The greatest is when I'm streaming BN2 and I'm just on the title screen and everyone's like, why does your webcam look so bad?
Yeah, I pointed it out to you why it was happening as well, I remember.
Yeah.
It's like, Risch, you should really stop doing these on the title screen because it makes your webcam look like an NES game. In this comp, we also pick up a sneak run DMD that we shove in the Navicast throughout the game. And probably something else, I don't know.
Yeah, charge plus 1.
Yeah, charge plus 1, there we go.
I also pick up a fair amount of Zenny here and there. Example,
So,
800.
what Snake Run allows us to encounters if we meet the necessary threshold. I believe I forgot to say earlier when I was explaining HP thresholds and run away and not get encounters, that to not get encounters you have to have Sneak Run on. Also, if you box Sneak Run, you will get encounters more often, which we may see from the runners to try to get more encounters so they can get Wind Star faster, or Yo-Yo 1G, maybe. I'm not sure about the shreds.
I definitely do that, and I know xKilios does it for Yo-Yo 1G.
Okay.
I also know that I've seen xKilios do it for Ice Ball. I don't know if you still do, but
Right. Also the charge plus 1 is gonna be really important because we're gonna want a specific bug on the Navicast, but I'll explain that later when the Navicast edit happens.
ooh, thank you very much, Dr. Helix, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you for supporting TeamBN.
Can I get some proc champs in chat?
Did anyone explain how step counter interacts with these progs?
Right, whoops. My bad. Okay, so the thing is, succumbs, you're gonna see, or you've probably seen from Risch, we barely gain any encounters. The thing is, the way how the game decides how you get encounters is that there's a certain step counter that goes up. Once it reaches a certain number, it will start adding a % chance for an encounter. A check happens every 64 steps to see if you get an encounter. It starts with like a 3%, then a 6%, then a 9%. It goes on until it reaches close to a 50, and then it stays there until you get an encounter, then it gets reset. The thing is, whenever you talk to a Mr. Prog, in this comp, after you've talked to a virus, and it gives you the option to select if you want to take this prog or not, your step counter will reset there. So sometimes we'll pick up the Mr. Progs in like awkward times, just so we're resetting the step counter and we get less encounters. And well, we try to get as least the least amount of encounters possible, but sometimes RNG will just say, hey, have a 3% chance encounter. Enjoy, and there's not much we can do about that. So Beastman fight. Beastman can be seen as a really hard, annoying boss, especially for the early game. But his pattern is actually not that bad. After 6 movements, he will do an attack. I'm pretty sure it was like a dash, right? And every time he moves, there's a chance that he may jump at you and slash. And he always comes back to the same spot where he attacked from, right? So if he's on the top right, the very top right, and then he jumps at you, he's always gonna go back to the top right. That's important for 2 reasons, because if he goes back to where a slot where you just put a rock shot, a rock cube, it'll eat the 200 damage without needing to do the right shot combo, whether that's an air shot or a guts punch. Yeah, that's it. Not much else to say. We try to rock shot him because that's the most amount of damage we have in our folder, and the rest with both time swords, cannons, or maybe bobbers and xKilios, and that's it. And we kill him fast. Yay.
And now Risch is talking to everyone.
Yeah. So new day. XP, after talking to our friend, XP asks for our help. The thing is, the shop just opened, right? We can now finally enter. We're gonna get lower codes. We can put in all the lower codes to get all the broken chips, all the good star-coded chips. Our folder is gonna go from being kinda really crappy to being OP as heck if you draw good enough. And even so, you are gonna have much better folder for that.
How's the most exciting part of the run?
Yay.
Numbers.
This is favorite part.
You did a lot of lower codes. So I believe the amount of codes Risch is inputting is 18, which is a lot more than any other game. At least that's the amount of that Goomba puts. I don't know if you're using the same amount of, or if you cut any.
I haven't cut any that Monty grabs yet.
Yeah, so he's picking up 18. If you manip, you maybe can cut some codes here and there. It becomes a bit more manageable. I do a full manip route, but I still pick up 10 lower code. So it's a lot more than, say, 4, I believe, in BN6. Which
Yes.
we'll see later on.
Okay, now xKilios is coming up with Beastman. I think we explained, but another thing with the Japanese version is if you notice an extra menu when going into the Navi customizer where it shows the PT, that's only on the Japanese version, but it
Right.
barely loses any time.
Yeah, I completely forgot to explain different versions between USA and Japanese. I've
Okay.
been explaining between one.
So the difference is the Japanese version has an extra animation when going into the PT and when jacking in. It has like that little like going into the computer animation. But on the flip side, EXE3 and EXE3 Black 1.0 has a skip that allows you to skip Copy Man by going straight to Bowman or Mistman. So overall it saves, or like Stalos figured out, it saves about 2 minutes to play on the Japanese version.
Yeah. If you don't manip, you save about 2 minutes. If you manip, since you're doing more resets, and it takes up whenever you reset, there's an extra cutscene at the beginning. That will also take a little bit more time, so it will be only like a minute faster. But it's still worth it no matter what.
xKilios
To be
just did
spec-
the incredibly anime thing of hitting him with a sword while he's dashing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed that. XKilios is a freaking legend.
I gotta say, Risch, you're pretty bad at that
Yeah.
on Beastman.
And then he gets the counter hit with roll. Lovely. So now, Hixby asks for help. The first thing is that he needs a certain thing for the order system to deliver, but this guy forgot it at the end, so we're gonna go to Yoka to pick it up. But before that, we're gonna jack in at Tamako's, because there are a bunch of Windbox viruses there. Whoops, man. On the story,
Nice,
a story required chip is gonna be a Windstar, which is guaranteed from the Windbox if you get its drop table. So its battles are gonna boil down to a 50-50. Do you get the drop table of the Windbox or not?
This is one of the first examples. Oh, sorry. The first example is a very useful minute for people that like to do minute. If you hit the minute, anyway. It can be easy to miss.
Yeah. So Risch is editing the Navicast. He's doing it. Yeah. So he's gonna bug sneak run, so he gets encounters more frequently. But he also bugged the Navicast so that well, XKilios did it too for Beast Mode, if I completely forgot to say it. So if you put a pink square part on the line next to another pink thing, your buster will become whenever you use the buster not charge shot, because the charge shot will stay the same, but it's still their buster. You will fire a buster shot, but you will instead put up a guard that reflects and deal 40 damage. And after this, in a little bit, our folder is gonna get swapped, not for to a Wars folder basically, but we're gonna have to do a bunch of force fights and an entire gauntlet. Since the draws are not gonna be ideal. Well, we'll see. Having that extra 40 damage, but it will be really nice. Also, Risch is a legend. They just got a 1 and 3.
Windstar.
Pretty sure it's guaranteed from rank 5 upwards.
Risch, that gut punch was hilarious, by the way.
It was the only thing I drew, so I was just like, yeah, let me try for the gut straight.
Nope.
Okay. Nope. Oh wait, I need to buy this now.
So Risch has the Windstar already. That's it.
I just want to point out that both times Risch has been on the marathon, he's gotten the luckiest luck ever.
Pretty much.
What did I say? Just get lucky.
You may have been PB in this run.
He's been practicing his luck, dude. He's leveled up his luck stat.
So he also bought untraps. The best way to get Sunny in BN3 is from GMDs. Actually, from pretty much any game, the best way to get Sunny is just from GMDs. The thing is, we don't want to do those viruses fights, so we just untrap. It's a one of a virus or an actual drop. So by using untrap, we guarantee the Sunny from the GMDs we want. We're gonna need a bunch of Sunny because we are gonna need 1,000. We're gonna wanna buy fire chips later on. We're gonna want another copy of fire. And Risch is gonna want full cast, even though XKilios is gonna get it just from backflips. So you're gonna see the main area where we farm Sunny is from Yoka Area 1, which is the second area on Yoka. The first one you enter is Yoka Area 2.
Risch is gaming hard right now.
Oh, I have a question. Is whose audio is currently playing on stream?
Let me unmute the stream and find out.
If you want to, go for it.
Xkilios's.
Okay.
What's up, Tara? I just read about Dallas. I need to know what's up.
But Dallas smile. It was when you was explaining something. I think he was making a
Something
joke.
about zenning.
Okay. And so shoutouts to XP for 1C for 10.
You can just like, oh yeah, you can just trip trade the rat in away, right? What happens if you do that?
Not sure.
Oh, I've thought about that, and I guess you just have to grind for it at that point, right?
Yeah, I guess you must just have to get another one and grind for it. Maybe you can buy another one from HP for 10,000 zenny.
RNG manips are not exactly the same. It works the exact same between JP and English. The big difference is the fact that there is an animation on the title screen which impacts JP's ability to do certain manips, specifically manips that manips for certain encounters.
I got this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
So, RNG manips with BN3 work of two things. RNG1 and RNG2 draws are based purely of RNG1, which advances once you hit continue onwards. So you can, but for the RNG1 number 2 reset, you have to hard reset always. RNG2. So whenever we're folder stacking, we just go to our corner. We say we hard reset. We walk from to manip encounters, however, which is ice ball and manips as well as gambling, and all of those work of RNG2 because same drawback. RNG2 will decide what encounter you get. So the thing is, RNG2 begins from the beginning of the title screen, right? The problem with Japanese version is that there's this extra cutscene, and that if you let it play out, it's gonna be like a second or two. And if you skip it, first of all, you're mashing, so it's inconsistent. So your audio cue messed up by a couple of frames. And second of all is that if you're going for the most of the manips were made in US version, so and they have early audio cues that are sometimes literally impossible to get on a good way on EXE because you're just mashing and praying. So all these manips that came from the US version into EXE or simply create new ones. So overall, most of the manips, to make them as consistent as possible in EXE, are just waiting on the title screen so that there's no variance to mashing, and then going for a new audio cue and a completely new manip. Yeah, that's hopefully I explained it all.
And you just confused everyone, but that is at least the explanation.
I mean, that's how the RNG works in BN3.
I'm gonna properly use Lance for once in my life. Basically, RNG manip is number brain. That is correct, Tara.
Nice Lance.
I always draw a Lance and I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna use this to delete the win box in the back.
Do you see?
Wait.
That's what I always did as well. Both idiots. I remember the very first time I saw Marco's stream, like ever, he immediately made me angry because he got into the fight with the two B tanks and then manually killed them instead of just moving forwards and backwards to kill them with love. We were destined to hate each other from the moment we met.
Risch, don't die.
Oh, right. I have not killed this guy yet.
So the problem, if you fights that are going on right now, you actually just die for real. So EXE Vanilla has this.
Okay, I just want to point out, you don't die for real, you die in the game.
Right.
You die in the game, you die in real life.
But he is right, it's a game over in the game.
Yeah. So there's spiky level 3. Remember how it's called? Beta, alpha. It deals a lot of damage. It's unpredictable. The projectile goes fast. So if you get hit by it like once or twice, you're actually in danger of dying. Yeah.
I love the folder they give you. It's so good. As I watch Risch run out of rotten chips. Gosh.
The weird thing about those, trying to use the Buster bug on the Shrimpy viruses is that they, if you are more than 3 panels away and you block the bubble, the Shrimpies will have just moved out of the way of the shockwave that's coming. So you have to be at least, or at most 3 panels away, but if you're too close, you probably won't be able to react in time to what row they're attacking in, which is why I was having difficulties.
You don't need to hit back B for counters or whatever. You just hit B with the Buster bug. Just B.
Yeah, this is just a Buster guard bug. What you're talking about is a reflect, which is it a Navi customizer part or a code?
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's both.
We're not gonna be using reflect or anti-damage or anything. If you want to see those things,
Watch
go watch an
BN5.
Alpha Mega Raids.
Or
Or
Alpha
that.
Omega. Yeah, BN5 Protoman has a lot of that too. So that's the only way Protoman does damage, because he sucks. Hey,
That's
he's
a
good.
fun fact. In BN3,
Oh my god, he's a legend! Risch is part of the Matrix, dude. Holy crap. The most
What?
amazing thing I've ever seen. He blocks the dash, and then the dash returns to its original position. Okay.
that's what I was gonna
that's-
say.
Yeah, that's the strat that Dallas told me about. It's so cool.
Oh, congrats, Dallas, on
Yeah.
being a Giga Brain.
Thank you. God. But yeah, in BN3 for some reason, even though dash should do piercing damage, you can just guard it, and then they go back to original position. They get the hit if you're enough distance. Also, as you can see in EXE3 Black, there's not the spiky level 3, the gray one, so the fight is less risky.
That third fight could have been really clean if I were good at the game.
Yeah, that's one way
What?
of putting it, I guess.
But I messed it up quite a bit with the draw that I had. The draw I had was fantastic for that fight. But yeah, the second fight was really cool.
Okay, so now we are males. We're gonna install, what was it? A washing machine or something?
Yeah, the
We need
washing
a wood
machine.
card.
The bubbly washing machine, something like that.
It's like, they call it a washer, I think, the bubbly washer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get kicked out immediately, even though we have Windstar. So we enter bug, we give it. And then bubbles
basically.
appear out of the washing machine that trap Male and the teacher.
Yeah. Like,
I forget the name.
Higsby kicks you out the door and says, "Go get Windstar," and then you
No.
just come back a second later and go, "I got it."
Basically, so Higsby's trying to like force Mail to do, because Mail owes Higsby for something, and so he's trying to get her to do work for him, I believe is the story. And instead, Lan says that he'll do it, and so
Mail asks Latin to do.
Oh yeah, Mail asks Lan, excuse me, and then Higsby's like, okay, go get me a Windstar, and you just come right back.
Yeah, he's like, "I don't care who does it. Just get me what I'm owed before I get violent." And then Lan's like, "All right," and then he comes right back with it.
Can't believe Higsby is like a mob sort of chip dealer.
Yeah, it probably doesn't work when his arms are the size of noodles. You know?
So we're now tracing Bubbleman down through the internet.
Want to explain the fact that I'm going to be taking certain fights versus Black?
Oh. Right. So, here's the thing. Where's the differences? One of the key differences the RAW has is that there are two scenarios where you have to destroy your chips to advance through the story, and you're gonna need a specific amount of water chips and fire chips. EXE3 Black has a shop that sells you 3 Bowlers. EXE3 Vanilla has a shop that sells you 3 heat shots.
Yeah.
With that, the 3 hit shots plus Salamander gives you the 4 fire chips you need. EXE3 Black, I'm pretty sure, will pick up either the bulk bomb or gets the chips randomly from the Battleman fights that we'll see later on. The thing is, Risch's route right now in EXE is not doing gambling money, which I'll probably explain later. So he's gonna be needing a bunch of water chips, and he's gonna want to spend as little money as possible on water chips later on. We're gonna need a lot of those. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna take every Yoka fight that has a good draw and can be completely fast to try to get water chips from them, so that he has enough to advance through the story later on.
My goal is to get 3 Aqua chips. I believe I've survived with just 2 before, especially with the amount of Zenny I currently have. So
Yeah.
also,
I
yes,
only
there are
get-
differences in styles that you can get between EXE, or not EXE, but I missed.
Oh no.
That's fine. Wait.
Miss a sword in chat. So the styles are gonna get specifically. He manipulated earlier on to get job gotten, and considering the fights he's been doing, he should always get bug style. xKilios was considering whether to go for bug or custom, but he's not decided yet what to do. So we'll see what he gets. It may actually even be a flip coin flip.
I'll leave it up to RNG. I rolled the 50-50.
Oh.
Okay. So, right.
Xkilios
So I
plays
think
the true game.
so. I may as well start explaining the style since we're coming up on it. So throughout the game, the element of the style you get, I've already explained, gets set on when you hit new game. But what style you get depends on a point system on how you fight. As points, only the fight has a reward screen. So all the gauntlets, first fights without rewards, they won't give you anything. So we make sure that on those few fights that have rewards, we get the points for the style we want. So for example, Risch is going to have something bugged, and he's going to want to pick as little chips as possible so he doesn't get any custom point. So if he gets a bar sword, just a bar sword, for example. If you want custom points, you on the fights that you're bugged, you want to pick as many chips as possible and have only bug when necessary. I believe the fights that count for style are only Flashman, Beastman, and Windstar on the style change. So those are 4 fights. The problem the way the points work is that a point of the points, right? So at the end of the day, it can be 2 points for a bug, and if there's a tie, it will straight up be completely random what you get.
I got an encounter on the cutscene frame.
Oh, so it's another one. Also, if Risch takes water chip fights, Yokai, that's like extra fights for the.
Yeah, that effectively.
I have a
guarantees-
feeling Risch is getting heat for some reason.
I love how much faith everyone has in my ability to hit that manip.
You seem to be the best at hitting the manip, and you didn't power out like Doubters and use his save because he's so bad.
Hey,
Am I wrong?
Oh my god, I got the same thing again.
God dang it.
Sorry, Doubters.
Pepe.
But no, I fixed. The thing is, manip and element, there's only 2 manips available. Heat and elect. Maniping from a wither, there's no good window. At best, I'm pretty sure it's like 2 or 3 frames. There's nothing you can do about it.
I remember scrolling. I think they always alternate with each other. It's kind of funny.
Always?
Always. It's really
Holy.
funny.
Oh yeah. So if you want a style or a leg,
I mean, the only
Good.
minute Risch is doing is for elements. That's very much fair.
yeah, yeah.
I haven't
So-
gotten to take a fight yet, so I have a 50-50 on the
I mean, yeah.
style fight right now.
Or the, why is he good and why is Alec good? Why would you want to money for that? Alec, question number one: have you seen the task? Because
The Taz is fantastic,
Bolt
by the
is
way.
such a good chip. Nice. Yeah, Taz, the BN3 Alpha Mega Taz is a must watch. If you have not, after this race, just go watch. Actually, after the event, go watch it. You're not gonna miss what we have in store.
Fantastic.
Nice
for
save.
the
Nice save.
I'm gonna save just before the fight,
They-
just to be safe anyway. I'm
So-
rolling in cash right now.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Must be nice.
So heat is really good because the Buster will deal a lot of damage. And the thing is, it's even better in actual EXC, vanilla, because you can. So your Buster is doing like 160 damage. Yeah. It's gonna become really relevant later on in gauntlet fights and whatnot. Because if you don't get the good draw, you essentially just start playing BN6. And if you don't get essentially playing BN6, you better stay tuned for the BN6 run.
Well, it's like playing BN6, except if he cross-sucked.
Yeah, the charge just feels so wrong. So actually, because I have so much money, I just bought all of the heat chips that I need from the ACDC 2 shop.
Nice.
I could have saved 300 Zenny by buying one heat shot from a chip order, or from Higsby's chip order later, but there's no reason to with how much money I have right now.
Yeah. Different rounds, everybody.
I can't relate right now.
I'm so sorry.
Nothing's gone right this run.
It's okay, xKilios. We're not at the point where I have to hit Var swords.
Yeah, we are. We have access.
Well, sort of. It's not as prominent yet.
Wow, how did I guess correctly? We would never know. Weird how I only ever get Risch's correct.
Shocker, dude.
So, the benefit of the elements we kind of went into, but Elec is pretty much all for Bolt. Heat is for Grass Stage. When you're in combination with Bug, Grass Stage combined with Max Buster is pretty good. So,
Yep.
160
Oh,
damage charge
yeah,
shot.
so-
Oh my god, I need to stop cutting the corner.
Yeah, that's nice. I like
What?
Bug.
I guess it would.
So, one thing we glossed over is that there are elemental chips that you can only be used if you get a specific element style. Right, I just mentioned both, for example. There are 4 elemental chips. They have a weakened strong version that can PA in order that it's master style. But yeah, you can only use each chip if you have the correct element. So if you're Elec, you can use Bolt, which of objects and deals 210 damage on AoE. There's the what I say it goes into a hole and just splashes, or what's that geyser? That actually,
What is it? Fountain comes out of the hole, and then Salamander goes into it, I believe.
Yep. No, you're correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
And then
my God.
there's Gaia Blade that absorbs all the chips you pick after. Them in a really, really powerful longsword.
That's Fountain, yeah, but Giza is different.
Okay.
It comes out of a hole instead of throwing it.
Fun fact, I can technically take like all of these fights now that I have the Heat Buster. The problem is that I can't rely on my charge rate because of Max Buster Bug and stuff like that. And also, it doesn't even guarantee double deletes because of how slow it goes from panel to panel. So it doesn't even increase my rank to get multi-hits with it, unless they're perfectly lined up. Like one
Okay,
panel
well-
after the next.
Yeah. So, well, Risch struggles with Bubble because his heat and bugs.
I'm
Uh,
so
fuck
upset
it.
at that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, can you explain to us what's bug style and what what's its quirks?
Sure. Bug style is pretty much the Russian roulette style, which is just sometimes it's good and a lot of times it's bad. Depends. So, Bugstar has a set number of things that you can enter the battle with. One of them is like invincibility for a short time. Another one is Max Buster. But there's also downsides like a movement bug where you just keep going up,
Or
which
down.
is really annoying, or down, which makes certain fights very annoying, like Heatman and Desert Man come to mind. Is there any other ones I'm forgetting? I think that's
There's HP bugs on the.
I always don't
custom
mention the
screen
HP bugs
and-
because they don't matter.
Yeah, they exist. You
There are
mentioned
HP bugs.
You
Yeah,
mentioned invulnerability. You can also get a barrier at the start, kind of similar, but
Oh yeah, the barrier. You're right.
Oh wait, this doesn't.
I think that's everything. Okay, now Risch is on Bubble Man.
Okay.
They hit the Barrow Sword. Yeah.
Bubble Man.
So-
Okay, nice. Missing that is pretty scary when you're a Heat style.
Yeah.
Any of the other elemental chips functionally different?
Gaia Blade's interesting. I don't know if we talked about that.
They're all different.
Yeah. I mean, they're all different from each other, but Gaia Blade and it was just like kind of cool.
I'm pretty sure they're all different from the lesser ones. They might not be. I don't remember.
Oh, you mean the weaker chips? They're all
Yeah.
the same.
Oh, that's what he means. I see.
The weaker Geyser chip isn't the same.
Is it? Okay. I know that light did, but the-
Okay, it looks like they're all the same, but Fountain and Geyser. Fountain's the weaker chip.
there you go.
Not different, just random. Wait, I got that wrong. It's not RNG, it's just different
try.
every time. That's what it is. Thanks, Henry.
It's my favorite.
So,
thing
okay.
ever. One of my favorite quotes.
So, yeah, it's a cool one. Okay. Oh, fun fight. You saw like Risch got a bar sword, a bubble down, and everything was okay with it. Well, so
xKilios dropped Bolt on.
He
Bubble
did
Man?
draw Bolt, but he's not using it. What? Why?
Tyra is furious right now.
Just use Bolt, xKilios.
just press A.
What is he doing? Is he getting Master Star? Is he
Oh,
styling?
he needs the counter hit.
Oh, he needs the counter hit.
Forehead.
Guys, he needs the counter hit, guys.
Thought you were trying to style on him somehow. I was figuring out what
Yes.
Cosmic Braid thing you were trying to do.
He absolutely needs it because this way he can get a very early
Full cast.
full cust.
Yeah. Our boy.
Unfortunately, the remaining bosses, though there's a lot in the N1 sort of split of this whole like tournament arc, there's not a whole lot of easy to counter hit bosses, so Bubble Man is the easiest with Master Style.
Also, having forecast for those bosses will help quite a bit.
Zero IQ chat backseating the xKilios.
Fine, I turned into a fighting game commentator.
Wait,
They always know better.
Okay, so now we're inviting all of our friends to go to beach areas because we got into the N1, and it's we have to actually be there, and it's on the beach area. Yay! Once we talk to our old friends, we'll finally get access to the server area. We have to visit first.
Alright, very happy. I now have 3 aqua chips.
As a fun fact, in Beach Square, in black version, but not in vanilla. 14, I believe. Beach Square is also where we fish, we fish right then. Whenever we visit Hades Isle later on, we get Ice Ball M right away, and we don't have to play up to Manip. Which neither of these guys know the Manip in EXE.
I know of it. I have tried it.
That is true.
I got it once.
So one Manip, you really cannot just to EXE. You kind of just have to mash on the toggle screen. That completes the queue. That's kind of early, and it's for like, but there's really
I agree.
no way. It's so hard to manip.
Yes, by the way. So, has anyone encountered I said randomly without manipping? Fun fact, in our last race last Saturday, Twilight basically was sort of what is it?
There.
He was kind of told he should go for it.
Well, somebody offered him money if he went.
Yeah, someone offered him money to go for it, and he got it.
Yeah, so he just kept
without
running
fish.
around till he got it without fish.
Oh, you can see Risch is taking a counters to see if he.
I don't know if that one's even worth taking.
What are the chances again? 0.03? Is it?
0.08.
0.08.
No, it's 0.18.
Oh, they're 0.18.
Oh, okay.
0.18%.
So
less than 1% by quite a bit.
Yep. It was like the odds of entering a shining Pokemon, right? Something like that.
But it depends because they change it like so often. But yeah, I guess probably. It used to be 1 in 8,000, so probably that.
Okay.
Now it's 1 in
speaking
4,000.
Speaking of Yo-Yo 1G, that's gonna be a story required chip later on. In Vanilla EXE you can actually buy it in Yoka Square. It's for 3,000 Seti. Black cannot. So xKilios is gonna have to run around each area where the yurts are and look for Yo-Yo 1G, whereas Risch can to get the chip. It will save him Seti and 5.
Am I the only one whose Dallas is completely
Necessarily-
incomprehensible for? Okay.
Dallas is very like
Dallas, you are completely incomprehensible. You're like lagging like crazy.
Oh, my bad. Not much you can do that. It's just Yo-Yo 1G can
Just
be
imagine
bought.
what he's saying. It makes it more fun.
I'm
Part
sorry,
of the
everyone.
game. Try restarting Discord or something, see if that helps.
Oh, okay. Yo 1G from
Josh.
That could
Risch,
have
when
killed
you
me. Sorry.
when you get the chance, check the memes text channel during bathroom splits. You'll enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I got you. Is it the thing Z Saberslash was talking about?
Yep. It sure is.
Okay.
So, in the story right now, something's happening.
Thanks, fat kid.
What's happening in the story right now, Risch?
So right now I'm actually trying to bring something to my dad. My mom told me to do it after basically, we were supposed to be interviewed by some TV people, but instead there was some like story going on with a bunch of navvies rioting in Beach Area 1. So we went and dealt with that. And then our mom told us to go bring something to our dad, and then we were going to go to sleep. I just jacked into the wrong thing because I've been talking. But then we're going to go to sleep and begin the N1 Grand Prix.
Yes, thanks for doing my job, Risch, and then paying for it. Feels bad. Sorry, I didn't know
Risch is
what
just trying to
story
close
we were
the
at. Yeah,
gap.
okay.
He's coming up on a special fight here. This is a optional job that we do to get 10,000 zenny. These twiners, you have to kill them at the same time. That's the trick. And he actually can't use his heat buster to do it because it
Too slow.
flows forward. Yeah. So he really needs Bar Sword or Hero Sword to take them both out at the same time, or copy damage.
Can damage them with his buster though. You just can't put them under 0 HP.
If one of them falls or gets deleted and the other one is alive, it will respawn with full health.
There we go. Trying to sabotage me to even the scales.
Hello?
Hello, Dallas.
Okay, hopefully it's
Oh. Oh dear.
well.
To give you some context, Russ just said, hopefully it... Oh,
Somebody
nice,
flip
cross.
that, please.
Nice cross.
I don't need anything else.
I'm flipping it.
Okay, is it any better now?
Okay, sounds better now.
Okay.
So Risch
Let's
just
hope.
bought mod tools. That'll be useful later. This is the N1 Grand Prix, which is actually a pretty fun scenario because it's got a whole bunch of fights in it. And we're going to start off strong by losing the first one. This is Tora. They'll be both important and annoying later on. Risch doesn't understand how chess works. It's a very complicated game.
Yeah, I just can't.
Hey, Risch, go into the back row real quick.
Checkmate.
Plan B. Plan B.
It's really important for the runner to take out box style, because if they get invincibility or a barrier, it makes it awful.
It's not
Yeah.
important, but you run the risk of losing time for good luck.
Oh, I didn't read the email. That's a pretty important first step. It's this whole process.
There's actually another point in the game where you can lose time getting good luck with bug style, which will hopefully happen on both streams.
Unfortunately, that one I can't avoid because
Yeah, you can't avoid it
we're doing a fight
just before.
just before it that we need the styles.
So this is a really big Navi Cust edits, and this is where they put in Fish. This is the Navi Customizer program they picked up earlier. Battle Network 3 has 4 different elemental programs that will attract viruses of that element. Fish attracts aqua element viruses, and in this comp specifically is where you can encounter the cold heads, but Doing that without fish, extremely unlikely. So we picked that up because we need that chip. That's one of the required ones.
We mentioned it earlier. It's a very low chance, about 0.18.
It goes from 0.18 to a 25% chance.
It's a pretty big increase.
Yeah, and then there's also. Did you use a mod tools code or did you do that after?
I meant to do that, so I'll probably have to go fix that.
Yeah. So when you buy mod tools, at the end of the Navicast edit, once you run it, you can push select and enter a special code that will give you various different effects. Could be both positive and negative, or like have side effects. So as they use those, we'll talk about it.
Keep trying even if you're eating 2 danishes.
Yep, and that's a very special code. You can only find it if you watch Xkilios stream, so twitch.tv/xKilios.
Yep.
And basically, you enter that and it gives you super armor. And this one's nice because it has no side effects. So now Risch will not flinch when he gets hit. That is especially nice as heat because your charge is really slow. And so you don't have to worry about it getting interrupted. And then also, while you're using bar sword, you can't be flinched out of entering your command code. So super armor is really good. Probably the best code for the run. We'll use a couple others as well.
Didn't get...
Do you not pick up Black Bomb?
No.
Okay. Reminder for Xkilios to do so. You need fire and water ships later, as we've been alluding to. Xkilios is now on the islands as well. Risch, did you get Hezbollah?
No.
So you do you do it later.
I just have to do it later, yeah.
I almost thought you were.
I did it just to showcase, so
upset. So we're stuck with this particular extra folder, and it's got wreckers and burners. Those are the best chips. Depending on which door you go into, you get a different field, and we go to the far right one because it is grass panels, and Risch is heat style, so he can do double damage with the buster, but also burner is 130, so if you can get Metal Man in the front or on your panel, you can do a ton of damage. So this fight actually went pretty well.
Very well. Yeah, that chip is very much designed to, excel on grass panels. So.
Yeah, and so now this is the 3-minute bathroom split section. Risch did not get Ice Ball M, so he's going to go back and farm for it now, so that way as he's running around for random encounters, the timer's counting down. The other purpose of this section... Oh, nice. And Xkilios also got called it. So the other purpose of this 3-minute timer is you have to talk to the... You don't have to. You can talk to the different NPCs on the island, and they'll each have an unnecessary amount of tech boxes, but then also offer you one of the different... There's like 4 different extra folders that you can get. And we're going to get the one with snakes in it, because Gutsman is the next boss. So that'll be fun.
And if you're a true man, you also take the snake folder into the Kingman. But
that's one word for it. this is Buster. So the thing with the cold head fight is you want to get particular. Yeah, okay. It's kind of like Windstar, where you need to not fall below a certain rank. So you kind of have to be careful. If you're not stepping on one of the lava panels will cause you to flinch, which will lower your rank. And then if you take too long, I think 5... Is it 5+ is 100% or 6+?
5+, I think.
That's 5+, yeah.
Windstar. Okay. So you're pretty fine, but it's really unfortunate to get a bad draw and then also not get the chip.
You can just be Risch and get Windstar from a rank 4.
Yeah, that was funny. And then now I have this.
Yep. Now it's biting him. Biting him back.
So it's anytime you're relying on random encounters, and we are in a couple places, you can just lose time. And so that's why through a lot of effort, trial, and error, we do have manipulations for at least these bad ones. Risch did finally get it. Wrecker's nice. It does breaking damage. And so you can hit the hard heads even while they're blocking. That invincibility. I had like a flashback to a long ago Xkilios stream.
Oh,
do they just
boy.
one-shot you as heat?
I don't know how much damage they do. Probably
I think
not.
I think it's like 280 or something.
A lot.
xKilios has a lot of great clips from BN3. The highlights.
Alright, what's this thing I need to look at?
It's in memes. Just scroll up.
Oh my god.
So, Heat Buster is really good, especially with the grass panels, and we do have +1 now. Alex Charge Shot is probably the worst. It's slow and it doesn't do a lot of damage, and most of the time we don't need the stun. So xKilios is a lot more at the mercy of the chip draw than Risch was.
xKilios just talked to the long-haired mullet dude twice, just for good measure.
He's got 3 minutes, and there's nothing you can do to speed this up. You have to wait it out. So this is like a nice kind of break, about an hour and a half another run. xKilios
He's just
staring out into the
decided
ocean,
to stare at
contemplating
the
the meaning
sea.
of life.
I just want to say, Z-Saber, that is the most fantastic thing I've ever seen.
Lan's just preparing
Yourself.
for his speech that he's gonna say at the end of the game.
Can't believe I'm in a video game. Look, man, this
Yeah.
is my one time to eat chocolate, okay?
Alright, that's another square on the bingo board. Thank you, Risch.
Okay, xKilios, I think, just picked up another folder from that kid, unless he got the last question wrong to avoid. I don't know. Can't
You
read
can
Japanese.
decline it.
To get one of those folders, you do have to pass a quiz, and it is the best one for manipulations because it contains a VAR sword.
Yeah.
Alright, so Risch is doing the fight now. This is Gutsman.
xKilios is just
that's a
making
good first
friends
try.
during this section, I think.
I don't think I have Max Buster Bug, but it's a good time to try. Oh, I do!
I mean,
lucky.
casually speaking, the leg's my favorite. I like the stun too much. I think I've ever talked to this guy. xKilios is currently talking to.
I think he's like the ferry driver or something. He gives you the folder that you had originally. That you got stuck with initially. Now that you're off the island, you can switch back to your primary folder. So that's nice. And then we've got two almost back-to-back boss fights coming up. Kingman, who you saw previously, but hopefully this time Risch has figured out how chess works.
Maybe. I make no promises. I should have done both of this at the same time.
Risch just really wants to show off his blue menu. Rock shot. Oh, you can air shot the pawn and get plan B.
I'm gonna try and avoid that as much as I can. Oh, he's dead. I shouldn't have opened the menu.
Nice fight. Yeah, Heat is particularly good on Kingman because that your flamethrower is just going to go through his pawns, so they don't provide him the same protection. Oh, are you gonna... Great. So there's one cutscene in all of Battle Network. You've probably seen a GIF of it.
Bonk.
Welcome back, Beckett.
Thanks. Came back just in time.
So Desert Man, every time he gets hit, he will turn to sand. Even more so than normal. Unless you hit him with a water attack, which will
He'll, like,
solidify him
disappear.
and let you hit him additional times. He's got hands that attack you and block attacks. He's got these pillars that block attacks. But again, he helps a lot with that. Step cross. Oh, and super armor still works on that. Yeah. Very good. Super armor let him jump onto the pillar. He took contact damage, but didn't get flinched, so was still able to hit with step cross, which of course hits the target twice. 260 damage. Tremendous. Oh, xKilios is showing off the double knights. All right.
Plan B.
Ooh. Up. Okay.
Well,
Hey,
that
not bad.
happened.
Yeah. So, but Desert Man's hands and those obstacles he summons can be hit by bolt. So xKilios does have one thing on his side, being Elec. Hopefully he draws it. Do watch his stream on the right. He will also be showing Tsuneyama what's up. Risch expertly navigated that elevator.
I think it's the first time I've seen him do it expertly. She's had a lot of trouble with elevators in his past.
Coming from WoW, elevators are the frickin' true final boss.
Hello, Dallas.
Dang.
Thank you, Kuro Samashi, for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it.
So, Risch just tried to get some good chips out of Chip Trader. He did not.
Yeah, so looking at the math based on the chip trader's logic, it's about a 9% chance if you do 2 attempts on the chip trader that you get a Var sword for free.
Isn't it 9% each, or...
No, I believe it's like a 4% each, and it ends up being about a 9% if you do 2 chances, or do 2 tries to get 1.
Okay.
That's how I remember the math working out.
Poor Elec style isn't even strong enough to destroy the hands with the buster.
Okay, that's great. So you've got super... Yeah, okay. So let's see...
Super armor's so
12.
good.
I almost full. Oh, I didn't even like imagine getting 3 pieces of Master Style, and it's not bolt.
I know, right?
RNG has just been unfavorable to xKilios.
Bolt! Oh. That was just sad.
xKilios, I am truly sorry for you. Thank you for using bolt though.
This is why he didn't use Bolt.
So Bolt's a little weird, and honestly, I don't know how it works. It appears to pick an object, probably the closest one to you, hit it, and then chain through nearby objects. It can hit multiple objects, and it can travel. So ideally, the thing that you want to kill will be in between a bunch of objects. But if you've got like hands in the front, pillars in the middle, and the boss in the back, could hit the hands, chain to the pillars, and then not make it to the boss, which is what happened. Bolt is just weird. So it hits the first 3 from left to right. It's got to be more than 3, right, Dallas? Because, you know, a particular boss I'm thinking of, you've got 2 hands, a rock cube, palm. It's more than 3, though. Okay, yeah. So Bolt is just weird.
I accidentally bought an extra heat chip, so I'm gonna do another try on the chip trader.
Well,
I mean,
hopefully this doesn't mess him up.
you could just not burn one of the 2 drops.
I don't know what they are. That's the thing. I just do I just go through the motions. I could also just not pick up the heat side T.
Yeah, that'd be simple. Oh, what did xKilios get? I saw Beast Man.
He got an air shot 2 and a beast man.
Oh, air shot 2. Nice. Now you don't have to get it from the GMDs in Beach Area 2? 1? In 1.
Got Roll V2 and Gutsman.
Yeah.
Which means I was really close to getting the Var Sword roll, by the way.
Oh, God.
It's a 4-star
Not twice.
one that
So,
I have already.
the chip... There's like a paste bin that explains how the chip traders work, and it's kind of interesting. Each chip trader has a list that it can drop, and I think the first thing it does is picks a rarity. Is that right?
Yes.
And depending on like which chip trader it is, it's got like, so the one in the hospital is about 25% chance that it will pick a 4-star rarity chip. Is that right?
Yes.
And so once it does that, it looks at all of, then it makes another check-in. Chip traders will, like 25% of the time, try to give you a new chip, one that you don't have. And then the other 75% of the time, at least in 3 here, it's going to give you a chip that you already have. So when it makes that kind of coin flip, it looks at your library and the chips that it can drop, and it sees like, okay, which of these don't you have? And then it either gives you one that you don't have or gives you one that you do have. And Var Sword is a 4-star chip. It's in our library. So is Roll V2, Gutsman, and Hero Sword. So if that chip trader decides to give us a 4-star chip, it's like 25% chance, there's a, or 70, yeah, there's a 75% chance that it'll give us a chip that we already have. And then it's a 1 in 4 that we get a Var Sword. And that's kind of how the breakdown works.
Story-wise, this is Tora jobs, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we're doing jobs to Tora because we went home and he was in our bed, and we want him out of our bed, so we're doing Tora jobs.
But he's helping your mom do dishes. He's a nice guy.
He is helping along, dude. He's for real. He's saying that if we do these jobs for him, he'll tell us the secret of Chord's power, which doesn't seem like a very good gift considering we've beaten Chord in every game so far. Risch probably means 4% and a bit, so add them together and it rounds up to 9.
Yeah, there's...
Or slightly
It's not
under 9, but...
Yeah, it's not exactly 4%.
This reminds me of statistics class. It's like, okay, this week there's a 30% chance it'll rain on Monday and a 40% chance it'll rain on Tuesday. What's the chance it will rain exactly one day this week?
Oh, great.
Look, I don't know. No one can predict the weather anyway. It's a 50% chance. Either it rain or it won't.
Yeah. Yep, there you go.
I was never good at maths.
Ask a statistician.
Thankfully, xKilios still has a block in the 3rd row, so you can still kill this sneaky purple dolphin. Nice.
And super armor. Otherwise, he'd still have to wait or use invis.
Yep.
So these virus types are different. xKilios has sneaky purple dolphins. Risch did not. And the problem is with these sneaky purple dolphins and the meta gels, they'll take your area and then you can't move far enough forward that you can then move back.
So you just have to wait for your area to come back. It's very annoying. Somebody appears to be backing up into Risch's room. Nice fossil. I slashed and killed everyone, including the sneaky dolphin.
Alice can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's similar to the manip strat.
That's how I knew how to do it. I did the manip before.
It's pretty good. I can't remember if we've got super armor or fast gates at this point. Because if you've got super armor, then it's even easier. Because if you have to dodge the sneaky purple dolphin and get tri-slash in, it can be a little harder with the timing.
I think Risch is on the last door job. I think it was the last one. I don't remember.
The last tour job or the first tour job?
No, this is the second to last one. I do them
Second to last. Okay.
Yeah, I do them in the order 2, 3, 4, 1 because the top one on the list is one that requires you to have Yo-Yo 1G. So you do 2 doesn't really matter. It just gives you an HP memory. Or no, yeah, you pick up an HP memory as a result of it. But 3 gets you a what does it get? So
3 gets you the HP memory.
3 also gets you an HP memory, but the thing is that it gives you one more trip through beach area, which means
so you
have
can grab the Yo-Yo G if you don't have it yet.
Yeah, you have one final chance, and then the last job sends you to Yoka Square anyway, so you then just buy Yo-Yo 1G before doing this job.
Yeah,
The
Dallas.
best order depends on your route and your version. Because depending on how much Disney you have, which HP memories you buy, if you need water chips for random encounters, if you need Yo-Yo 1G for a random encounter, or if you buy Yo-Yo 1G, can all play a part in which order you should do the jobs.
Dallas has just mentioned a route that uses gambling manip. for those who don't know what that is, it's a tough manipulation where you manipulate the gambler in the vending machine in the Scilab to basically give you like over 250,000 zenny by just winning and like cashing him out. It's pretty tough, but you need to practice it a lot.
Just so you know, Tara, if I get movement bug, it's the best fight in the game.
What if you just hold back? Does that not work?
It would.
Oh, would it? Yeah,
I
it
don't
would.
know.
It would, actually.
Oh, would it?
You're not getting off the hook that easy. Hold back, hold forward. Oh, Dallas with the number brain question.
Dallas is literally cheating a casino out of its money.
Not really a casino, it's just some weirdo in a vending machine.
Wait, no, would it work? Oh no, it starts me at the bottom.
Oh, well then, that's... I guess if you had move up bug, that could be awkward.
Alright, no bug, we're good.
Actually, your health is draining. I'm pretty sure that's a bug.
It is.
Nice fight.
I mean, you
That's
always
a
get a certain
Blue
number
version
of bugs.
exclusive. Boy gets it later, right? Somewhere?
What fight is it?
The B-tanks with the lava panels?
We
oh,
get
I don't
that.
know.
So it is exclusive.
I swear that fight's in blue though. So I've done it, and I've only ever like played blue.
No, it's in blue, it's just not in white.
Oh! Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. I'm dumb. Wait, what's not a bug? B-tanks?
Intended behavior? You mean HP bug?
drain?
I mean... Yeah, it's not a... gosh. Shut up, please. You're hurting my
Get your
head.
stuff right, fat kid.
It's called HP bug. It's not a bug. but
No,
it
it's
is a bug in the
HP
game's
bug,
context.
not HP bug.
Mike!
I'm British.
Titanium white?
Aluminium.
Aluminium. Oh, that's right. We have to go say, be upset.
So... Risch is getting to the best song in the game, so I'm going to switch the audio over.
Hell yeah.
This is my only opportunity.
We're only gonna hear it for less than a second, but it's still the best song.
Okay. Now, technically, they could be desynced, so I don't know what they just did to commentary. But hey, we're back.
Hello. It's okay, that's how it always goes. Somebody makes a joke and then somehow it gets turned on me. Even if I'm not currently around.
I could just talk all over my favorite song.
See what I mean? We'll just be able to hear it again when xKilios gets there.
I saved a lot of time on Tora jobs, so much so that I haven't even hit my PB level and I forgot to split.
Wow. Alright, Risch just gave a kid a heart attack.
Yep.
Nice one, Risch.
Now he's gotta run. Oh, you don't need to talk. I knew that. Okay, so you go to the third floor and get the mullet guy. Every time I talked to the girl at the counter, it was like, quick, go there.
No.
No, she's there to give you a hint, but
Yeah.
not required.
Yeah, she's there to do her job, fat kid.
But it was required. Well, in fairness to Terra, I don't blame him for not quite adding the emote that is just Risch's face to the channel.
I think the FrankerFC website is like dying. Because it took me like 30 minutes to load in and add number brain.
Really?
I think that's working though.
Terra has something
Seems to be
against me and
working.
refuses to
Oh,
use
no,
my
no.
audio because I just mash R to the beat the whole game.
They did switch to your audio to hear wiping tears, and I just talked over.
I
Yeah,
just
Frank Facey is having problems right now.
I just kept forgetting.
Oh.
'Cause at one point it's like, oh, Risch is in the lead. I should switch audio.
Too much work.
Wasn't too much work though when he got to hear his favorite song.
Well, because it's there's no clean way in OBS to switch with our setup because it also includes commentary. So if someone's
Yeah.
talking, if it was just the game, it'd be easier. But since it's commentary as well, it's harder.
We'll just need to all go silent for 10 seconds while you switch it over.
I'll just do it while Fike is talking.
Oh, that works too.
Speaking of Fat Kid, why are there plants everywhere?
Okay, so Mamoru is having a heart operation to fix his heart. Unfortunately, a crazy plant woman chose now to attack the hospital in the name of World 3. Because... World 3, sorry. So, we gotta go stop this attack to save Mamoru in his operation. Yeah, they just care about nature. So during this scenario, you have to run around burning things with fire chips. You have to put in energy changer and then select a fire chip from your backpack, and then you get rid of it to burn a tree or some vines on the ground. Hopefully the runners know what vines they're burning, so vines can either have a teleporter button or chips under it. And you need to burn certain vines to get more chips to get through the scenario.
Forgot that this doesn't matter if I don't draw anything.
Somebody just burped in Risch's background.
Wasn't me. I heard it through my headset.
Oh, okay. I assumed it was one of your roommates.
My roommates are gone.
Oh, okay. Anytime I hear anything funny, I just assume it's your roommates. Okay, Risch just jumped out of a 3-story window.
Two-story.
It was the second floor, actually.
2-story window.
Into the ocean. He threw the PET case into the water to break its surface, and so it's fine.
Is that right?
Is that actually?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't do that.
It's like, I don't remember that, but...
Oh, so he does say afterwards, Mega Man, are you okay? And he's like, oh yeah, the case protected me just fine.
It means because of the water.
Yeah.
Because the case is waterproof.
Yeah.
Also, if you go around talking to the NPCs outside the hospital, some of them recognize Lan, and then they're like, oh hey Lan, wait, why are you soaking wet? But don't worry about it. Mega Man is the best projectile.
Did you explain the burning plants?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and so this is one of the perhaps more annoying things to learn in a speedrun, because there's some of them where it's just like, which plant do I burn again? And at this point, they've run it enough to where it's kind of just like muscle memory. It's like this one, then this one, then this one.
Thankfully,
xKilios and I don't have
Doisum.
fully memorized yet.
Thankfully, Doisum's PowerPoints have the maps for the areas. So, say, when I'm racing, I just use Doisum's maps to know where to go.
Oh, do I
Oh,
have
yes,
the
that
notes
one.
for you, fat kid?
Oh yeah. xKilios is where, if you're interested in learning Battle Network 3, we have a video tutorial series, as well as xKilios is working on some updated notes in like textual form, posted online with screenshots. Pretty good. Oh, you skipped the fire chip. That's how you're balancing.
Yeah.
Cool.
So-
this is one section where it's particularly good to be Heat because there were two fights, and you saw Risch do them where it's like he could do it Buster only. Because the Viney, super annoying. You explained like it was otherwise invulnerable. I missed that fight.
So, yeah, as Chung over there mentioned, it's worse outside of the speedruns. You have to grind chips in between. Sort of. It's a pretty good chance you come here with enough fire chips casually, but if you don't, this does give you oil body, so you can have a very high chance of running into fire chips anyway. Which you can also do in the race if you mess up massively, like no one but me has ever done. So. Well, maybe Giga did, but that's going back quite a way.
His is the rock that will pierce the heavens.
Xkilios is doing 360 around Maru.
Oh my god, Xkilios.
You can only be a bully if you're in the lead. Catch up.
There's a reason why I'm being a bully.
I was a little disappointed that Risch didn't.
Oh, I didn't
You
think
gotta
about it.
try
Okay?
hard over here.
Oh my god. I'm just playing a video game, leave me alone. Can't believe I've been made out to be a villain.
You and Fat Kid. I don't know, something about it.
Yesterday.
This race was decided when Risch got a 2000 GMD at the start.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't Risch on PB pace? I mean, that's no excuse.
I might be. To be
Well,
fair,
I mean, it's PB. Right?
my PB is at 320. I should be almost always on PB pace. But also, my PB really messed up late game, so.
Like, if that one guy killed the animals while he was on world record pace, you can do a 360 around Maru.
I just didn't think about it. I'm sorry, it doesn't occur to me to bully a kid having a heart attack.
Well, then you're not like the rest of us.
Wait, who? Tell me more, kid, about who did what?
Oh, it was a long time ago, but I think it was in GDQ 2013, AGDQ. Somebody was on world record pace of Super Metroid, but they had to lose it because people donated to kill the animals.
I didn't know that situation actually had occurred.
Yep.
That's kind of nuts, not gonna lie.
Well,
Yeah.
so, I mean, world records for Save the Animals category.
Oh, I said kill the animals. I meant save. Yeah, sorry, save. I meant save.
No, that's the best one. You go look at the animals and then leave.
That is actually one of the ones they did at the GDQ.
So that's the trick. You create 3 categories: save, kill, and taunt.
Yeah, taunt the animals.
And so then, like, kill and taunt are kind of split. Save wins. So, Risch's Heat Style, we got Plant Man coming up.
Plant Man's not gonna have a good time.
Definitely not. Is
I also have Grass Stage regged.
Grass Stage on reg. So essentially, with Grass Stage on reg, if Risch draws our sword, is invulnerable as a shield, and hits E/slash, fight's over.
Kill the planet's alive. Yep. Nope.
Uh,
Some of them alive, but no.
oh. Okay. Oh man, Xkilios just put slow gauge in his folder.
Oh no! Hang on a second.
It's star coded. It makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Alright. Good fight, Risch. No E/slash, but still bullied with Heat Cross.
Yep, bully with T-Cross. And Step Sword for the first 260 damage.
I miss the days when Xkilios would pick up air shoes from Silent.
I was
There's
gonna
Zenny
pick
in
it up
there.
later. Yeah, I was gonna pick it up later because I'm super crutched on Zenny right now.
That's
If
fair,
something
man.
could go wrong, it's going wrong in this run.
Lan's gonna go get him coffee. we're gonna meet everyone's favorite character,
Mr. Match, baby.
and he's totally a good guy now because he told us about.
And you know it. Clap your hands.
Because he told us about some evil navies that we're gonna go stop. So we're gonna save the internet, thanks to Mr. Match.
Yay.
Okay. HP memories are looking good. I just need to remember to buy the one DC square.
All right, chat. Can you please type a reminder for Risch? Buy the HP memory in ACDC Square. We need your help to complete this run quickly. So these fights can actually be pretty bad, and I'm not sure where Risch is going,
Don't worry
but
about it.
he fixed it. So these and the fights again are different depending on the version. I think whites might be worse, so we'll see. And depending on the bugs you get in the draws you get, this can be annoying. He drew Bolt. It's just the wrong style, so.
Dang.
Let go of the charge too soon.
Yeah. Otherwise,
So-
that fight would have been perfectly fine.
One of the hardest things about switching between different battle networks, because Risch also does BN6 occasionally, and others, is that the Buster in each one is just a little different. So how long, depending on like what style, which Navi customizer part you're using, how long you have to hold B to optimize your charge shot timing, very different. Thanks, Kirby.
Also, thanks, xKilios, for taking
No
the
problem.
time out of your busy schedule to remind me.
Oh, that's great.
No one else reminded you. Oh, xKirby
The
did.
Kirby did after a bit. Man, I remember the time Dallas swore to me that I was supposed to go to Scilab before Beach.
So as mentioned earlier, Risch is just running around giving Navi stuff that Mr. Match gave him because it'll probably be good. Probably work.
No,
Alright, I think you're too early for that
you're a
kid.
bit early.
God damn it, I'm a bit
I'm-
early.
Matt's
Risch,
just
go to
tell-
Scilab.
No. Matt's just telling us about where these evil Navis are, and as a result, we're
Oh yeah, you do
dealing
that
with them.
first.
This is how he's
Yeah,
gaining our
yeah.
trust first.
Yeah, he's gaining our trust by telling us to do something without helping. Until he does help at the end. In fairness, I guess. Sorry, I completely forgot that you have to kill the Navis.
Dang. I wanted
So,
to.
nice thing with the barrier, normally Risch should be getting pushed back by the wind, but if you have a barrier or are invincible or invisible, you don't get pushed by the wind.
Risch, you need to practice muscle.
No, look, I was trying to be fancy there and use Hero Sword. Okay?
Practice Hero Sword then.
Hero Sword is so minor.
Look,
You know,
tell,
there's this thing
listen
called
to the
Tri-Slash.
six. Listen to the guy with 6 hours time tell you how to play the game, okay, Risch?
Fat Kid's really good at Varsword when he's not trying. Actually, I take that back. Fat Kid's amazing at Varswords when he's trying.
Thanks. It's the only thing in this game I can do correctly. I once wasted 30 minutes setting up a GameCube just to prove it.
Is that true, Dallas?
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true.
know that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's an
true.
indicator that I need to practice. As far as-
I know if you're standing in front of a rock cube, you don't get pushed back because there's a rock cube behind you.
No, yeah. If there's a wind cube, if there's a rock cube in front of
There's
you,
a wind key.
look. If there's a rock cube in front of you, you don't get pushback. That I can confirm. Mostly from doing Dallas's version of the Windstar Minute. Rip my PB? Ah, we're fine.
Yeah, rip Rich's PB. It's going down. Look at this pace.
Nice save.
Just in case. Yeah.
xKilios is now on Plant Man. Hopefully he gets the Var Sword. Kinda needs the Var Sword a lot more than Risch does.
Yeah. It's okay, at least xKilios can hit Var Sword.
Batman does have the elemental advantage, so.
He does have the Var Sword.
Oh,
Is he gonna
Rocky
pick
Bolt.
slow
He's
game?
gonna do it!
Doing this for the fans.
For the fans!
Nice.
xKilios won the race with my heart.
You won the race in my heart. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was wondering if you were gonna like wait for a counter hit as well. Just
Nah.
for swag.
That would have been really good, but
Risch, do you have movement bug, or are you
I
just
did
bad?
have movement bug. That's why I was so confused on how to handle that. I tried moving just right from the back and it moved me down, and then I tried to correct it and it didn't work very well. Oh, wait, I'm going slightly the wrong way.
He's got movement bug in the overworld as well.
Yeah, it's just forcing me to go the wrong way.
Hey, it's Beardman again.
Beardman's my favourite Navi. Oh, he's doing a 360! Styling on him, dude.
it's foreshadowing.
Oof.
Oh my god, killing us. A little bit more Zenny. Always nice.
Do you really need more?
Maybe. I don't know.
Gotta buy the HP memories in Undernet now too.
Maybe.
Do the bug fragment game while you're there.
I'll do that. I'll do the 99 one.
xKilios is just doing all the things.
I should just do the 99 one. Well, that'd be so late, actually. Never mind.
I can do the one in Undernet, but
Can
I'd
you?
probably be killing my PB. I've never tried it, so I don't know how. hard
Probably
it is
can't
for me.
then.
I've never successfully done that one.
It's very difficult.
I did it twice on stream.
Y'all doubt my gamer capabilities right now, and I'm offended.
When you've never done it before? Yeah, kinda.
I'm offended.
Alright, chat. Let's play a game. I want
Why
you
do
to
you one more time? What are you talking about?
pick a number, type it into chat. How many tries will it take Risch to clear the 99 minigame? Infinity is an acceptable answer. Kirby
Oh,
with the 50.
Surprisingly, I've been the most generous so far.
I believe in gamer Risch.
Alright, let's see. If this is Price is Right style, that kid's looking pretty good.
He doesn't have
I got
to.
never.
He doesn't have to do the minigame if he wants the PB, though. If he so chooses.
He can make a better PB later. He just walked the wrong way. He already hates this run.
I hate all of my runs. What are you talking about?
He already did Desert Man cutscene.
Yeah,
Sure.
I did do that.
Talk to match. That's the hardest part.
PBs. Oh my god, talk to match.
I don't think I have enough Zenny to afford the water chips right
Oh my
now.
god.
In a worst case scenario, you can do 2 trips because
I can't. It's true.
So the question is, I can do it after I finish the run. Or
I was gonna do it during the run.
I
Those-
I also want to do it during the run. I'm also now behind my PB, but
Just do it until Kilios gets there, and then you guys can both do the ranking prelim at the same time.
Yeah, this is how you let me catch up.
alright,
Silent
we're
is-
doing it. I'm not gonna PB this run. I'm like already I'm losing so much time on this split. I'm almost a minute behind my PB, so
We're doing this for you, stream.
We get to watch Risch see how horribly.
I know
how
what the
horribly
minigame is. I've seen it.
underestimated
I tried it when I was a kid, but I haven't done it since I became good at video games. You know what I mean?
No, I've played Apex. The thing still hasn't happened.
You're right. You're right.
Okay, sorry, that was toxic.
Kilios, where are you going?
I don't know.
So, Stuntman Gauntlet V2.
Yeah, I am a minute and 11 seconds behind my PB.
We said the end game had time saved, right?
Alpha does.
Yeah.
Oops.
Don't understand Rich's thing.
Drillman
He's
also
behind
does.
his PP at any time.
Oh yeah, if I'm behind my PB, it's just the run's over to me. Then again, I was a minute 30 behind after Desert Man.
You should see these splits I'm rocking.
Your PB's like 5 minutes faster than mine anyway.
Yeah, my P was like 5 years old.
True.
That's good. So
One
there
day.
are 3 fires per area, and you have to sacrifice water chip for each one. Some of them contain random encounters, but you can just run from it. A couple of them contain Zenny, and then some of them contain additional water chips.
It's
And
actually
so-
very key that they give us
Yeah.
water chips.
Routed it out so that the chips that you buy get from battles, etc., from folder 2 as well. Which have both of you put in on champ?
I have not yet. Thank you for the reminder that I need to take chips out of folder 2.
So folder 2 is really nice because that's the biggest benefit you get from helping Tora. You get folder 2. Pretty sure you skipping a fire?
Huh?
Carry on.
Oh, you're right. I am skipping a fire.
Darn. Darn.
I'm sorry, Killer. I was just,
I was watching, I was like, oh man, he's missing one. Oh no.
but folder 2's got a lot of good stuff in it, including 4 water chips. So that's 4 less that we have to get for this scenario. And one of the best chips in the game, on champ.
They're showing favoritism. Tara didn't even switch to my audio. What do you mean?
We're on your audio
I know.
right now.
Now
this
we
is your
are.
audio.
Only took
Alright,
how
we're
long?
switching back. Quiet for a second.
Oh, hang on, I'll stop talking.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, fat kid. Got you right in the middle. I just want a close race. That's all I want. I've seen a lot of TeamBN races. Something always comes wrong.
XKilios
In
and I had
fairness,
those last
The
week.
6-way race was pretty close.
The 6-way race was like 3 different 2-way races.
Yeah, I know, it was great.
Yeah, it was really good, yeah.
Yeah? No, we had like
Oh, and then Dallas quit.
That's great.
I couldn't tell.
I still remember who was in. It was Xkilios and Gamer.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the early, like that might have been the first marathon race we did. BN3. They both died. Playing Mercenary.
Yeah,
Which is where we are now.
He got sent back to Bubble Man, and I got sent back to the start of the game.
Who stays in America?
I didn't think I'd die.
Wait, how is xKilios jamming to the...
Remember, we then had, way later, we then had a relay race where I think Silver died to Flash.
Yeah.
With 1 HP left? Oh, man.
Good old times.
To do another relay at some point.
Relay race is fun.
We want to do more content on TeamBN, but like smaller things. So this you get 2 runs and a showcase. So relay races, got a bunch of other fun ideas. If there's something specific, anyone in chat, feel free to say like, what would you like to see? We did a task watch party a while back. BN3 Alpha Omega. That was crazy.
We should do like a can I 100% WonderSwan before Twilight beats the game?
Oh, I will make a WonderSwan layout just for that, or WonderSwan race layout. Just
We
for that.
we should still do coaching. Coaching runs.
Oh, coaching, but with WonderSwan.
Coaching
Upside down.
WonderSwan is literally impossible. Like
Final
in
comp
saves.
relay race? It'd be interesting. How would you prepare the save, Dallas? Figure that out and we'll do it.
He would save when going to sleep on the final day.
Yeah, but what folder do I have? How
Yes.
much HP do I have?
It's up to Dallas's discretion. He just gives the save to everyone without.
We do whatever Jagumba does. we get Jagumba's folder and his HP amount and Navicust, and we make a save based on that.
Oh, the
That's what you're-
Jagumba relay race.
Exactly.
And we'll just have to do it for every game.
Just take whoever has where, use their strats, and
So actually, here's an idea I had for BN4 that I think would be interesting. Is we start brand new copy of BN4, probably with Arathar, and he beats the game, and then he sends that save file to Risch, and Risch does playthrough 2. Who sends it to Twilight, who does playthrough 3, etc.
That would be
And
really
every time we
cool.
get a
So
new
you want
TeamBN
Method to
member,
do the easiest playthrough?
well, it's more thematic. Like he's the BN4 guy.
Yeah, I guess.
Because only the first 3 playthroughs really matter. After that, it's the same difficulty, just with different
Yeah.
tournaments.
Nice. That's what I'm saying.
We believe in you
so-
the most, Twilight.
It's like every time someone new joins TeamBN, we then have them do the next playthrough.
Hang on.
oh my god.
That's the worst
That-
idea you've ever come up.
That's a really long stream.
Well, no, it's like each of those would be just its own thing.
So it's like, so we do one stream of
So that's
someone
what
doing a
wouldn't-
BN4 playthrough.
They're saying it's like an initiation ritual, but we make them go through playthrough 3 as BN4. That's like the most mean thing ever.
With whatever the last runner left off with in their folder and everything.
So we can see
They
like
could
how
choose-
high of continuing get.
They could choose to like chip trader everything. Just leave the next runner absolutely stranded.
Wow. I don't think we would do that unless like Fat Kid was the next runner.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
So, do you remember a couple events ago, Arathar did like New Game Plus Battle Network 4, right? It'd be kind of like that.
Yeah.
How many runs would that be so far? If we just gave each runner
Yeah.
a chance
I mean,
at
a
it.
lot. So it's like, I think that's one of the more different things we could do.
Initiation streams.
You don't have to, but it's like it is. Everyone could do one playthrough.
One day we'll hitch 99, and then
Dallas quits.
But any ideas like that, you got them? Let us know.
Oh, it's a cutscene.
I feel like I forgot a fire.
Yeah, there's procs that handle the silent metro always seem so happy.
Just look at them with their little conductor hats on.
We are playing Battle Network 3. Well, I'm not, they are.
Hi, Fat Kid. I just joined the stream. What's happening?
Hi, so right now, two racers are racing BN3. Risch is currently during the net fire scenario where he needs to use aqua chips to get rid of the fires in each area. There's 3 fires in each area. xKilios is also doing this scenario, but it's a little bit behind.
Why can't I read any of the text?
It is in Japanese. This is the Japanese version, which has an exclusive skip compared to the US version. It also has extra animations when checking in and when restarting the game, but overall it's a net gain for the Japanese. By about 2 minutes.
Cool.
Allegedly.
Can you read the text for me?
No.
If you go slower, I could try.
Tell
I think
me,
you need to go faster right now.
try and see if the names are different in English and Japanese for the viruses.
Oh, for the virus.
That gives you enough time, right? When you run away.
It depends on how quickly you select chips.
It's true.
Check
How
it, Dallas.
quickly you
man.
run away.
Yeah.
We get Robot Dallas back in here to read it. Wait, are those Yorts? Yo-yo-to? Yo-yo-to. Is that right, Dallas?
That means yo-yo.
I get that, but why does it end with a toe? I guess that's the version differentiator.
I guess. Is Robot Dallas different from normal Dallas?
And usually, normal Dallas is Robot Dallas.
Yeah.
If there's no robot, then it's not Dallas.
Yeah.
This is how we know when we have the real Dallas in Discord.
So Risch has extinguished all of the fires. The internet's no longer on fire. And using Tally, which we picked up earlier during tour jobs, we now have access to the undernets. And this is where
Tally?
Flyman is heading.
Oh, well, I wonder what tally's called in Japanese.
Good question. Last frame random encounter.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
The classic, dude. Ever gets
Standard.
I often read stuff out loud when running, but then I realize Terragoomba showed up and I'm like, oh crap.
Else got self-conscious.
Undernet something.
The xKilios is doing chip order right now. There's a quirk with how the chip order system works because this game's got chip order system where you can order chips that you already have. It's also got number traders, or it's got chip traders, and you can use the energy change program. So to compensate for that, whenever you lose a chip by spending it on something, a copy of that chip gets added to Higsby's chip order system. So if you get the Zenny, you can always buy back what you had, just not necessarily in the same code. And using that fact, which we didn't realize when we were first running this game, you can use the same cheap water chips like bubblers, which are 500 Zenny each, to put the fires out. So if you don't get a lot of drops or you're low on Zenny, you can just keep going back to Higsby's chip order to buy additional water chips. Interesting mechanic.
I'm behind on HP memory. I don't know where it is.
Is it the Scilab one?
No, I bought that one. No, just kidding. I didn't. I thought about it.
There's the Scilab one. Yoka, I think, is an alternative. You got Yoka Press Path, right? I
Yeah.
guess that's earlier.
I also can't afford the Scilab one right now. Stay tuned.
You're in Yoko. Do you have any more on traps?
Yeah, I bought 2.
Yeah, I bought the ACDC one. I'm at 500 right now, which is what I need.
Risch is fighting Flyman. The candles follow a pattern, and you want to extinguish the green ones because they give Flyman invulnerability. Yellow just puts these fires on your side, and then the red ones give him health regeneration. Oh, I was like, why are you standing at that move bug?
No, I was intentionally getting hit. There's also only grass panels up there.
Yeah, that's a good point. C/. So this is base. Risch is fighting base.
Ace is unable to kill me.
Risch is doing a really good job resisting all of base's attacks right now. The fight's going incredibly well.
Oh my god, I
in
could
his
never
favor.
dodge that if I wanted to.
Nice, Risch. Nice.
Oh my god.
Risch is a legend, absolute legend. Look at the sportsmanship here. He is letting xKilios catch up.
I could never dodge that again if I tried.
All right, can we get a clip of that? Thank you.
Very hard to dodge on it.
But that is a fight that you cannot win, so you have to lose.
Oh, I didn't split for Flyman. Well.
Only the first split and the last split matter.
Correct.
So with Netfires finally done, Risch is actually moving on to the ranking scenario, which has a bit of walking, but also a lot of pretty good fights in it.
I don't remember what's happening right now on Risch's stream. So he goes to the hospital to see Lan's dad, sees Sean there, and then he goes to Scilab and goes to Chord.
I can explain what happens. Basically, you feel really guilty about the fact that you helped Mr. Risch set the internet on fire, and Chod comes by to get your help with something, and you admit to him what you did, and he basically says, I'm going to pretend I never heard that. Go see your dad in the hospital and cheer up, and then come see me at Scilab for a mission.
Yeah, I forgot that's the part of the game. Yeah, he's sugging in bed. Yeah, you go see your dad. Lan gets inspired by seeing how Sean is handling his life after doing bad things, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go see Jordan help." Now we're helping Jordan with something. Shun.
Shun.
Sorry, Shun. As the MMBN3 calls him, his Japanese name.
So, yeah. Now the mission that we've been assigned is we need to we need to investigate the undernet to learn more about a particular program that can be used to stop Alpha, because we now know that World 3's true goal is to get Alpha. Yes, they should have all the Tetra codes at this point, because one was in the principal's PC, one was in the hospital, one was in the zoo.
Doesn't Drillman get the last one for the wall?
No, Drillman just gets Alpha. With
Oh
the
yeah,
fact
he
that
just
they
gets
have-
Alpha. Yeah. Alpha is locked behind a wall in the public for some reason.
How do I do this again?
Oh dear, Risch is having trouble with Tetris.
I did this last time. I did this last time where
It's bugged right now. Oh, there we go, he's resetting it.
I forgot one important step. Vroom vroom. Oh wow, I had way too much extras than he.
Wow, what a surprise.
Yeah, I think, can I get like 2,000?
Bro, I wish I could give you 9,000 right now, because I have
I'll take
9,000 I
it.
don't
I'll
need.
take it.
Alright, let's try this Navi Coast again.
Alice says, Risch, chip order another pawn or something.
How does...
Risch is once again having trouble with his Navi custody.
I did this so...
It's not a Professor Layton puzzle, Risch, you can do this.
Wait. Nope, that won't work. Why is this so hard for me all of a sudden?
Oh, are we playing Tetris?
Yeah.
He's on a Professor Layton puzzle.
Alright. I'm gonna not give you tips because I want XKilios to catch up.
I'm also not giving him tips. I know the edit he's trying to do, but
Oh no. Oh no.
figured it out.
I also forgot something very important that I said I was gonna do. So, let's go do it.
Oh, is this 99?
Let's go. It's time, boys.
When Markro's judging you on your Navi cust edit.
Yeah, I've seen Macro get stuck on a Navi cast for 40 minutes during this routing stream.
You see that sick dodge? Holy moly.
No, but I'm gonna watch. Oh, wow, that was good. And then a follow-up E/, just cause. XKilios.
Oh, okay.
So when it says R button, and then when it shows a right arrow, right.
Trust me, I pressed A. Okay. That's nothing
I
to do
was
with
talking
it.
to chat, not you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because like in some of our notes for the compression codes, you see L, and you're like, is that left or is that L?
How many mistakes I made? That was way closer than I thought it would be.
We're 1 out of 13, boys. Price is right, here we go. I like that every time Risch messes up, you can just hear him sigh.
Oh my god.
Nice E slash by xKilios. Compensating for movement bug even. Super armor definitely helps. Flame Man can be annoying.
Well, he does use Flame Man. This is Flame Man's an edited Heat Man. Or Fire Man, sorry.
Notice that xKilios is standing in the back row. This is a very unique speedrun strategy designed specifically to bother Fat Kid.
It's true.
The only thing you can do to speed
Oh
up that
my
fight
God.
is to come into contact with the projectiles earlier. Therefore, moving away from them is slow.
Alright. I have a strat that will make this go by faster.
Turbo?
Okay.
Overclock?
He's
the
on
engine?
console, isn't he?
Turbo mod the console?
I don't know what Risch is doing, but he's making some very loud DS sounds.
He plugged his PS4 controller into the DS.
Ah, okay. I mean, hey, you can do that with the 3DS mod, I guess. Price is right, here we come. Hell yeah.
Just imagine like Fat Kid being up in the audience of Price is Right and calling his name, and then he's just like running downstage. Come on down.
Trips and falls over. Has stink lines coming off of them from the beer bottles that come out of his pocket.
Okay. You can probably only make 2 mistakes. Good to know.
87. Almost got 90. I've never successfully beaten this. So, Fat Kid, what is why would anyone do this? What's the reward?
The reward for this is, I forget the exact number, but bug frags. Do you remember the number of bug frags?
30.
30 bug frags. This is the fastest way to get bug frags in this game. But it's
Kind of
also...
upsetting.
Yeah, it's also the most difficult way because you need to do this, like, so many times in a row to get the bug frags you need, and it's much easier to just go into the B-Tank comp and reflect everything to death. But yeah, this is technically faster, but way more effort. If you're very, very consistent with it.
Yeah, because like counter hitting a boss gets you 10. In 60 seconds here, you can get 3 times as many bug frags from a boss fight. Which sounds good until you try it.
It's not even just that you would need to do this a couple of times, it's that you would need to do this for about 30 minutes without making mistakes.
I remember first looking through the tasks.
Yeah,
I
they
wonder,
got to
I
this
wonder how
part.
it's gonna get bug frags. And then it gets here, and I'm just like skimming ahead, like, how long is this segment?
It's 30 to 40 minutes.
That's a lot of bug frags. It's crazy. you need like 400 bug frags to do it. You just need 400. But then you want additional ones to buy certain chips or to use the bug frag trader additional times, because 30 bug frags is, it's 10 bug frags per use, right?
Yeah.
So that's 3 chips that if you can control the drop, that you don't have to get elsewhere. It's insane. And yeah, the hardest part of Battle Network 5, all icons, was not falling asleep, getting bug frags.
Yeah.
That was awful.
BN3, you need to get a hell of a lot of bug frags in. It's pretty
It's so quick.
easy.
Honestly,
Yeah, it's
like,
not bad.
that's one of my more favorite parts of actually doing the run, because like you just do the motions and then you can like back,
It's kind of
talk
fun
to chat.
and relaxed, because at least with the B tank strat, it's kind of fun and relaxed. You just kind of do the stuff, you know what you're doing. It's kind of fun to do it, and it goes by kind of quickly. You get a lot of stuff from it.
Yeah, and there's even like sometimes you look at your chip draw, and sometimes you get the perfect like, oh, I have copy damage, air shot, spreader plus 10. I can do this fight in 1 less reflect. Deterministically farm. Risch, you can go now.
One more try then.
Okay. Well, xKilios is doing an edit. Navi just edits.
If I make one more mistake, I'll just... Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Oh, did you miss 2 charge plus ones? xKilios, did you not have enough money to buy one? And then
I couldn't buy one, and I just didn't feel like grabbing it because I was luck. And it's also a speed plus 1, by the way.
To be fair. Yeah.
I want to try this once. I'm gonna do it once.
Trying even. Oh, he.
game
xKilios is also gonna.
Well, the estimate's 3 hours 30. It wouldn't be that if it was post-game clear. So no, the game ends on the final boss. At the end of the final boss.
I mean, to be
Right.
fair, Alpha Omega task estimate's only 4 hours. So.
I mean, yeah, but we're not going to be fostering the task. Oh, xKilios is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
It is hard. Every time you mess up, such a delay.
It's a mental game.
Oh, yeah, so the nice thing is that it makes a buzzing sound every time you get it wrong.
Which leaves
And,
you a lot of extra attempts.
We did not have Risch's audio on that whole time, so you're welcome. But you got to hear it once because xKilios did it.
Yeah.
So now they're doing the ranking preliminary. So this scenario is like, we need to be rank 1 so we can get this program. But in order to start the ranking, you have to do this prelim, and there are 10 other Navis who want to start ranking, and you have to fight all of them, and they use viruses. And the fights are going to be different between the versions that they're playing, but their strategies are similar. They have similar folders. Risch does have Heat Buster. Can't help nice gut straight. But at this point in the game, like, they have most of all their power, and the last Navicust edit they did put in Fast Gauge. So now they've got Fast Gauge, and then whatever other mod tools code they wanted. I think everyone's using Super Armor now, which is good. Or actually, Risch, which one are you using?
Good question.
Alright, cool.
Risch is going to pick one now. Which one are you doing?
Cartoon Network.
Backwards DJ. You two every morning. I was hoping we'd like work together on it. So that is the code that gives you an additional 1,000 hit points. The downside is that every time you step off of a panel, it turns to poison.
Oh my god. I hit an E-slash and it didn't matter.
Which, by the way, that downside is sort of an
Whoa.
upside in many ways, because it gets rid of cracked mouths, so you can't trap yourself.
Those spikies just whoa.
They were bullies.
So this next fight contains Radio Omega, one of the potentially most dangerous viruses in the game. Look at that modified prog jam.
Yeah, this looks like a cute prog.
Risch just bullies the rat. Unfortunate. Oh.
It's not just that you need to do the minigame consistently, though, so you need to do it consistently for about 30 to 40 minutes, which is a bit daunting. Tiring.
I do that every time. Stupid conveyor belt.
I love the delay, waiting to see what he's talking about, and then you just...
So Risch has handled some of these more dangerous fights pretty well. Dominator, oh my gosh!
I was lucky.
Lucky as heck, yeah.
Golly, the bunny's lined up in the... So the Dominator normally blocks all these attacks, so you can't get an E-slash off, but the third slash baited the Dominator forward to attack, pushed him out of the way, and then the fourth slash of E-slash is Wood Element, which does double damage and will one-shot the tough bunny viruses. And they just lined up perfectly for Risch. So he's had very fortunate luck.
Yep.
Enemy AI in this section. And reasonable draws. So, good job.
I actually hit Var Swords. I missed one Var Sword the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
So, the Dominards are... They block enemies. Nice Tri-Slash. Those did they really well. So you know where they are, even though they're invisible. So xKilios did a rock shot on the Dominator to do 200 damage, baits him into attacking, steps back, his Tri-Slash kills the Dominator and the Meteor guy. That was a good fight. Oh, nice. And the third fight here is a little more... the bunny's movement is a bit random, but depending on when you do E-Slash, you can not be blocked by the sword attack. Oh, and I'm gonna switch back to Risch's audio for actually, no, I already missed it.
Yeah,
That's
you
such
did.
a short fight. Oh my gosh.
Actually, if you
But-
drop Var Sword.
So that's the fight that gets you to rank 10, and it's disappointing, but has great music. Was trying to read there for a second. Wait a minute.
So right now, Risch is going into the zoo comp because he's got an email from Mail saying that she needs help. Yeah,
I
I
was
mean,
waiting for that joke.
So this is a 4-fight gauntlet that you get ambushed by, and these are some of the sore losers. I think to quote Lantern
They're
Man
they're
from
the
the
same.
ranking prelim.
They're the same four that you were forced to fight a 4-fight gauntlet against earlier during the ranking portion. Oh.
have Lines contact info? That's a very good question. Lane just gets phone calls and emails from all sorts of random people.
Hi, yes, my favorite fight.
Deja vu. Oh, you're on the next one.
He's given
So,
his
2B
email.
Omega.
Sorry, go on.
Is, especially in this fight, it lasts for a long time and it gives all the other viruses invincibility. So it's like the normal fanfare, but lasts a lot longer. And since the middle panel gets broken, he actually he's locked, so he can't move. So the period between him making all of the enemies invulnerable, very low. So taking him out quickly, super important.
I have now seen what Dallas's manip does on that fight, and it's so nuts. I even forgot to
What does it do?
Step cross, copy damage, step cross, like 12 other things, and it ends by the fishy dropping down on a rock cube. It's like so much going on.
Nice. Yeah, and the best part about manip for these particular 4 gauntlets is because you can buffer move into them and it's a chain, you have a lot of control over the manip. But you can see, like, this is particularly bad for xKilios because the way these viruses in particular move, the beat tank is just going to be protecting the 2B, who's making him invincible. Oh, punch and bolt. This could be good. Okay.
Hell
The 2B by
yeah.
itself also can't do anything. That was a little bit spooky.
Good
But-
old bolt.
That's what can happen if the fight goes not in your favor. Need a bowl team up? Got a Lek base. Guess we could have. I mean, if someone makes a good bowl team up, we'll add it to the channel. It's
I
fun.
think I remember somebody making one. We see if Francoface C is working yet. Okay, it is.
You'll notice both of them are rank 9 now. Fun thing about the rank 9 Navi, he just got tired, so he just gave you his rank. That's why there was no fight, no puzzle. He's just like, oh, you can have it. I'm done. Rank 8 is not that easy, though. Gar.
Roar.
Well, don't stab me.
How could this be?
I always find the growl so annoying. I have to wait for the entire clip then.
The Beastman Beta can actually be a fun fight because he kind of just goes nuts.
That's possible.
Is
You got the second one.
Yeah, that was the one you were talking about, right, kid?
Yeah. That's the one.
Oh, but that went well. Like grass stage makes Far Sword do more damage, and then E
Okay.
slash is just a ton.
If I hit the attack the one with attack plus 10, I think it would have just one shot. Question mark. It's
But after you
once-
beat Beastman, you get ambushed by the person who beat Beastman had actually just beaten previous rank 8. You do both those.
Yeah,
XKilios, you gonna do it now?
team fight's just full of ambushes.
It's almost like under net ranked people. Very
I can't
high-
believe they're not very honorable.
Except for this guy. This guy just makes you do a puzzle for him and then.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to do any fighting. Here's a puzzle instead.
Oh, Beastman with the dodge.
Yeah. Get the command code and everything, but he's part of the Matrix, dude. He's seeing the code. Sees the frames.
Oh, wait, and Max
Ooh.
Buster Bucks. Hey.
Finished it with the Buster.
So the hint here is one of many birds. What could that possibly mean?
Apparently the hint is slightly different in Japanese.
I
Such that it makes
checked,
more sense.
I checked it out with Kerub. I forget, it's similar, but it's more obvious that it's not
Yeah.
a real bird.
Mostly because of Japanese language nuances and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Probably also cultural differences
Very much, yeah.
or context would help them figure it out.
Yeah.
I still don't think one of many birds is that bad. It's like you go to the zoo and then there's like only one other place to really check, which is Mamoru's room. xKilios is now going to pick up the riddle himself. They're pretty close to each other after Risch spent, I think it was 10 attempts on the bug frex, so that means I win the Price is Right.
I didn't get it right though, so no one wins.
Ah, you're so lame. Don't ruin this for me.
I would say I'd go try and do it after the stream, but I have something else I gotta do right after.
Yeah, got a cap.
Well, I meant the fact that I'm
I'm
also
kidding, I'm
helping to
kidding.
showcase One Step from Eden, but
Oh, you are doing that? I knew that. Okay, cool.
what do we have here?
I don't know why, every time I see OSFE, instead of my brain going one step from Eden, it abbreviates it as Omega Sapphire Fire Emblem.
Omega Sapphire Fire Emblem.
I would have said old school, but
Holy, yeah, I would have. So would I.
Nope, Omega Sapphire Fire Emblem. It's both Pokemon and Fire Emblem.
Pretty good. You know what else has Fire Emblem influences? Net King's
That
Call.
King's Call.
Yeah,
Where do I go after
which
this?
will be showcased later today. And speaking of things coming up, check out the last day AOA in chat. It will be the last run of our marathon.
With some BN6.
Conveniently, the last one.
when there's an A, there's a way.
The last run will be the last game of the BN series run by the last.
What?
Thank you.
Alright,
See you soon.
let's see if I can.
I feel like Terra just made another. Do you like Battle Network? What do you want to pop the balloon?
That wasn't Terra. That was a mod in Terra's chat.
Terra. Yeah, I know. Also,
He got
wait,
mod from that.
hang on. Why are we on Mistman if we're at rank 7?
Oh.
Good question.
He's rank 1.
He's actually rank 2. But...
He's rank 2. S is rank 1.
We're just getting literally bodied by Mistman.
So, yeah. For those
He's made
that
a
are
fatal
unaware-
error.
Oh no.
Oh,
For
no,
those that
never
are
mind, he's not made a
unaware,
fatal error.
This is the upside to playing on Japanese versions. You can skip the Copyman part and just go straight to Mistman or Boltman.
Oh. Okay, yeah, so you might have noticed me do something a bit fancy there to get that first VAR
I
sword off.
know about it. Dallas,
Okay.
how dare you?
So
I didn't think Risch was going to do it.
Wow. Ye of little faith.
Well, it's like, it's always something like, oh, Risch, why don't you? Oh, I'll learn that later.
I mean, you're not wrong, but that one I learned in time with my learning. Basically, if I move down, right, and up, so buffer 3 inputs of movement, then do a VAR sword, an E slash, it will time it perfectly with Mistman having the genie not quite appeared. Like, the genie will not have appeared yet, so therefore all 4 VAR sword slashes will hit. Sorry if that came off very confusing.
Why is the hot spring white?
Steam, dude.
But, so let's see. S, Serenade, is rank 1. So, Yamato Man must be rank 1.1.
I tried team.
Wee woo. Hold on.
Oh, can you bolt off the projectile pin?
I was trying, but it didn't. It was too early.
I think it's like he'd have to put pins on your area, and then you'd have to like step back, and then when he goes to bolt for it, he'd have to move to the front, and then you could use bolt.
You can
That
do
would be
it. You can do it off the ones he shoots at you.
But you can?
Yeah, because it counts as a projectile. You can also buster it.
A Buster doesn't do enough damage to stop it though, right?
No, but it's cool.
Yeah, I think Killer's got a good clip of that.
Alright. I've been hitting VAR swords, but now is the moment of truth.
So, Drillman has escaped under at 5. He has stolen Alpha. And we're gonna go chase him down. And there's Drillman's a pretty annoying boss because he's very defensive. He's hard to hit normally, but there's a trick where you can catch him off guard at the start of the fight and potentially end it very quickly. We'll see how it goes.
To be honest, I mean, it's random if you get the Gypsy Gap somewhat, but I find this quick kill easier than like the Bubble Mat one.
Rushman.
Unfortunately, we are 20 HP off being able to run in this area, I think.
Yeah, also, I took that fight because it had a chance to give me a shake.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I did save. Oh my god. I was like, did I save before this?
That would have been really funny. And really unfortunate.
Never first try. Never first try.
Well, you got first try, like,
Bars?
but you
Like,
was
my
allowed
first
to
attempt
attempt.
at bars. So
Yeah, you was allowed your first attempt. Just not first try, I guess.
Yeah. Oh. Only 6 minutes behind my PB. No big deal.
You may have missed 700 of them, but you got the one that matters.
Exactly.
Thanks for the reminder to save Terra.
Oh, yes. There we go.
Oh, Terra, I should send you something. Hang on.
Hello? Dex?
Dex.
I can walk through tanks, but I can't usually swag talk to Dex.
Bang.
Oh my god. Can I get clean alpha comps? Have you seen my movement right now? Of course
I
not.
believe.
Damn, I got the even cooler Airshot Varsler.
Oh, did you use the full coast to get
Yeah,
it? Hell yeah.
I always go for that one, man. It's so much. It's a swag.
I'm stupid. I did need to go to ACDC first. Alright, let's walk through another tank. Wait. There we go.
I almost want to just sidetrack and go to beach to buy my Varsword. You're rooting for me? Oh, you have no idea what's coming up.
Can you buffer the airshot for Drillman strat? Or do you just have to press it?
You can probably buffer it a bit.
I've always pressed it, so I don't know.
I can't think of how I do it off the top of my head. There we go.
Alice probably knows. You cannot buffer it, okay. Damn.
Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Nice. Swag walk for another tank. Lan is a man or boy of many, many skills. He can skate upstairs, over rocks, and go through tanks. He can also go through waitresses. But only in BN2.
You can do it in this game too.
I mean, yeah, but it's only useful in BN2 from what I recall.
Yeah.
I mean, tank clip is just the extension of waitress skip.
Tank is just a fat waitress.
Maybe that's why he can't shoot us.
Does
You
that
guys have
even
all
mean-
talked to that picture next to on Dad's desk there, right?
I
don't
probably
think so.
haven't.
I've talked to the picture, not the picture, you say?
Yeah, the picture.
No, I don't think I have.
Nice touch.
I didn't even notice he had one then.
Yeah, it's like, so, you know, each game, one obviously had the reveal, and then 2 and 3 each kind of made a reference to, hey, you remember that connection you had? Yeah. Barstool, good draw on Alpha Bug. Alright. Now Xkilios is gonna farm bug frags.
Oh, you can do it, Xkilios. There you go. Not quite as clean as Risch's. But...
It's almost like DS is stupid.
Hard. Yeah, that D-pad, I don't think I'd be able to do it on.
So a good question, Dallas. Since he's not manipping, I don't know. It's just like his lucky charm numbers, I guess. He read his horoscope, probably.
So I assume there are no slots because those are the more likely ones to be drawn because of the way the Battle Network shuffles the folder.
2 and 3, sure, but 6 is questionable.
Not questionable. Dallas recommended slot 6, see?
He recommends slot 6. So if you're not doing manip, is slot 6 really that good, Dallas? Because most of the frames we look at are early on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, slot 6 doesn't seem like it would be good. Yeah, unless you get
if
custom,
you get
but
custom.
we get bugs, so that's why I wouldn't recommend 6.
How come everyone's using bug style now? Wasn't it always custom before?
They're
No.
crazy.
Some people use bug, some people use custom. The main person that used bug was a long time ago Monty, who got the very, very good Battle Network 3 white run.
I don't know that that was intentional, though.
I don't know, but they used bug. Macro, then ever from that, Monty always went for bug. Macro likes getting bug sometimes, but usually went for custom. But yeah, it's more recently a lot more people have gone with bug because they're crazy. Custom is still good though.
I like bug for races. Makes it a lot more fun.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I can't wait for the foreshadowing from earlier Xkilios and Beardman to be completed.
So.
It's really the last time Xkilios is going to be there. I don't think Risch is going to go back.
Plan is anime talking to Yai.
Yai's room always has like some kind of game reference to those things, and the rug in this is different depending on the version you pick.
Yeah, mine just has a headless Pikachu.
I wasn't going to say it, if anyone had noticed.
Oh yeah.
Explain what's coming up. Oh, Risch's movement. Dallas figured out some kind of like crazy buffer, and now Risch is just gonna copy him.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that's
I've
one
never
way of
done it.
explaining it.
You can also mash A and slow everything down. I don't know, it's crazy. You can roundhouse kick statues, but everybody always kicks.
Everyone always skips it.
I'm a little upset. It's okay, Xkilios will redeem me.
Maybe.
Risch is saving because he really wants to get this right. Essentially, all of these claws are on a global timer, and so if you move in very specific ways, you can get around them quicker than you'd normally be able to. Like that first section there, you're supposed to go around in the same direction they're going, but that's slow. So if you can clip past them, because their hitboxes are circular, you can go backwards, and that's just faster. But it's extremely precise, and so Dallas has found a few setups to make that better. This comp also features Bubble Man beta. It's got 800 HP, and Risch does not have Bolt or Master Style, so he's just going to have to play this well. The general strategy we want to use here is Invis and Bar Sword. Wait, how many Invises do you have?
1.
Is that not in draw? Maybe I
Am I crazy?
thought I got rid of it.
Yes.
You got rid of it?
No, he's just crazy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened.
Bottom
Wow,
deck.
you're right.
And as heat, these bubbles are gonna hurt. Okay, yeah, he threw away into this. Fat kid, thanks for nothing.
No problem.
Actually, you delayed Risch, so clearly you're outthinking me right now.
Well, hey, I didn't agree or disagree with what was going on. I was just agreeing that he's crazy. For no reason.
Uh-huh. This is harder on the white version because you only have one invis, so you really got to line all this stuff right, and then you have to hit D slash. You got 2 bar swords, you got 2 chances, and Bubble Man can be at the top, can be a bit of a problem.
And he missed.
Oh, yep.
So,
But it's okay, so
fine.
he just...
here he goes. Yeah!
And he got it.
Just
Oh.
in time. He got hit right at the end.
Invis world.
Yeah. I knew that was going to be delayed because I had to use the invis earlier than I wanted to, but I could have damage boosted off the crab or whatever that is.
Cool. We beat Bubble Man, so that's good. And xKilios is coming up on it. This comp has 2 bosses, as does the next one. We fight Desert Man after this. And xKilios is a Lek, and he's still got bolts. So technically, with the rock cube and a bubble, if Bubble Man, I think, is in the middle, maybe the top also works. Oh, he also got an invis bar sword, so maybe we'll just do that. Wait, xKilios turned off his style, so he can't use bolt. And Bubble Man with the like 9,000 IQ dodge. And now xKilios' invis is gonna run out. So the bubbles are gonna respawn. He got the elect hit in. Bubble Man was the most of it. Looks like we're going for the invis bar for strat though. So I just want to say here that if you hard reset the game, you will draw the exact same slots. So let's say you wanted to top deck both and press A to win. Yeah, just an idea. Cool. But he got it.
There we go.
Oh, comp 3 and 4 have some pretty good movement.
Oh man, that movement.
Risch is going through that right there. It just like kind of clipping past everything.
That
And
was,
then
yeah.
the best part is once you get to these claws that you're supposed to move between, you can corner clip. This is the first ever corner clip. Done accidentally. And then,
Who did it accidentally?
Well, I did.
Oh, okay.
Because I was trying to get caught running straight up and I ran past it. Hold on, what?
Nice.
Like a really old highlight. Dallas's crazy setup. Run like halfway down the wrong direction and then turn around. Alright, and we got a double boss fight. Go back to back. Plant Man into Plant Man. Of course, Plant Man's not too bad. Risch is invincible and has a barrier. E slash and then 2 charge shots. Very good. Oh. So xKilios waited there for a second because he wanted to hopefully draw a second bar sword. So he could do a second E slash. The E slash is elemental, so the first wave is fire, the second wave is water, and if you hit Desert Man with the water attack, it'll solidify him. So you can follow up with additional attacks, which is what he was going for. Oh, that's where you discovered it? I couldn't remember where. Yeah, but Dallas accidentally discovered something that completely changes Battle Network 3 RNG manipulation possibilities. xKilios only has Pawn Champ left. what has happened in this fight?
It was
a Desert Man stayed on the
pure
bottom.
intention.
60 HP left.
Pure
Pawn
intention.
Champ saving the day. Let me get a Pawn Champ in chat here. Clearly the best character. Alright. Both runners skipped the Indiana Jones thing. That's fine. xKilios, did you watch the roundhouse kick?
Yeah, I did.
I appreciate it.
I watched everything. I even watched the foreshadowing.
It's true, it's true.
Oh, that's great. Alright. Risch is coming up on this last little section here, and wow. Spooky. And it's the Drillman fight. He's actually exactly the same, because you fought him so recently that they didn't want to make him any stronger. It's mostly the same. Oh, sorry. Same strat and everything. And Risch did it. Contrary to obligations, first try Drillman. Ooh, doesn't save before going into alpha though. Alright, chat. Say movement bug.
Oh no.
So,
Huh.
one of the biggest possible downsides to bug style is that you get move up bug on alpha, because in order to use bar swords, you nice bar swords.
I
You
know.
have to be at the bottom of the field. So if you're stuck at the top, that's a problem. And we need xKilios to catch up here.
Yeah. Well, I have a movement bug.
Oh no. This is really bad.
Which way?
It's down.
Oh, okay.
Ah. So he's fine. Move down bug is like, okay, because you spend most of your time at the bottom anyway. And he's got max buster, which makes it much easier to keep the core open. The claws will block the attacks, so waiting those, and then it's E slash. Now, alpha does not have iframes, so you don't have the E slash. You can try slash. Most runners refuse to do that though.
Oh,
Instead they do hero sword.
E slash is the decent amount more damage, so I understand why.
No, it is one additional slash.
Yeah, exactly. That's a decent amount. That's like an extra 140 damage.
60.
160 damage, sorry. Sorry, I was thinking of the nerf version.
Which does 60.
Yeah. Shut up, Terry.
Oh man, Risch killed it. So Risch uses Muramasa strats as opposed to super armor, so he keeps Muramasa in. That's one extra mega chip, and it does damage based off your max HP missing. So it can do up to caps at 999. So Risch gets rid of Master Style because we want to burn the chips anyway. 225 or 325.
Yep. My time on my splits is 325.34.
Cool. Sub 330, not bad. But Muramasa is a nice backup because he just does so much damage in a single chip compared to having to rely on hitting all of your bar swords or using other strats.
Yeah, if I don't hit at least one bar sword, that fight becomes really tough, but I also have Buster Bugs, so...
It's very easy to run out of chips and stuff for it. Well, if you burn Master Style.
Yeah. It depends on if your bug style and get Buster Bug, or not Buster Bug, like Max Buster Bug, then you can kind of get away with it regardless of style. But otherwise, if you're not Wood or Aqua, you can't break open the core once you start regenerating it, which he does below 1000 HP. Aqua just barely can, and Wood makes it easy. Like, Wood is the best element
That's
for
the best
fighting
one
Alpha,
for
to
Alpha
make it easy.
specifically.
Yeah. Ooh, nice stop. xKilios getting through those claws.
And counter trying to screw him over there. Nice, xKilios. Nice. Gut punch into Varsword.
That's
swag,
nuts.
actually. Yeah.
I actually forgot to mention that one when you can get into the fight with all 10 chips.
Oh
We
yeah,
didn't mention
that's
that
like the
bug.
most important bug.
Yeah, and we didn't even mention it. Although he got into the fight of all 10 chips and still didn't get an air shot, so he had to use Gut Punch to do it. I actually collected that. That was cool.
Using like gut punch and the step cross is one of the most satisfying. Old face. Feels good. And he's like bug. So we are gonna finish this off with a bang. Or should I say a bolt?
Oh my god, he drew Bolt.
So now how to do this? Killer's gonna have to soften him up first.
He got the
Fine.
Buster Bug.
Oh, nice. So that makes it easy to keep the core open. And actually, you can stun Alpha. Kind of funny. So, Volt hits a bunch of objects. We can put Pawn in front of Alpha, who does not have iframes. So, when Alpha has both of his arms around him, and we got Pawn Champ in the front, Killers can call down both and do a bajillion damage.
I don't.
One of the hands moves. It was a little hasty.
It's
But,
pawn and both hands, ideally. So.
Nice try slash. at the
Super
end there.
armor. Hey,
really fast.
someone did it.
Yeah.
Well done. All right, that was a good fight. Thank you, XKilios.
Uh-oh.
We're coming up
Did
on
we-
the end here.
Did we both do it? Xkilios with the...
Waiting until a perfect 3 hours and 30 minutes exactly. 3:29. See, sub 3:30 is free, even when you do the button mini game for like 10 minutes. Well done, guys.
What a bad run.
Agreed.
What a bad run. Holy moly.
Got incredibly unlucky
Boy.
all the way through.
Sneaky purple
Yeah,
dolphin.
Xkilios had some really unfortunate luck.
That was fun though.
Yeah.
Luck. I mean,
I
RNG. Randomness.
I didn't think the gut punch would work.
I'm impressed. That
I almost gave up when I had up book, but I was like, oh, this is easy. I could just do this, and it worked out.
Yeah, that was definitely a TeamBN race. All right, we're coming up on the end here. We're going to let the credits play out. Both runners will see their game time, and then we'll switch over to One Step from Eden, again by Risch. Before we go, though, Risch, xKilios, you guys got any shout-outs that you want to do?
Shout outs to Xkilios. Make sure you go subscribe to him. Twitch.tv/xKilios.
Do we have any Xkilios subs in chat? Please represent those emotes. Some of the best Battle Network theme emotes on Twitch. There you go. Eden is almost out. It releases next Thursday, the 26th. Thank you, Marco.
Oh, you switched to your English version. Nice. So you can actually do humor.
I prepared for this.
Doing what I can't.
Well, we'll do fat kids first. With Risch.
That's the
Oh
wrong way.
no.
Probably even better. It would shout.
Actually, no, let's do mine first. Then we'll do Risch's.
Alright, Fat Kid's gonna help us out. That's better.
Alright.
Alright, what do we got? What do we got?
All right, knock knock.
Who's there?
Dwayne. Oh my god.
Dwayne who?
Dwayne the bathtub. I'm drowning.
That was a terrible joke, but that was a great impersonation.
Thanks for watching.
Alright,
Alright,
Fat Kid,
Fat
I need
Kid,
your
right.
assistance.
I heard that Yai's house was burglarized.
Hey, cheating.
Oh no, Lan's supposed to say something here. I didn't think this through. Christen the mummies.
Crossing the streams here.
This is a PA Zeta Cannon one, according to Dallas.
Oh no.
This is not the same one you were thinking of. This one doesn't
Yay.
exist in English.
No, I know, none of them do.
Dang.
Well, hardly any of them do. Yeah, but somebody got in through the window.
You tell Mega Man to get away. Is this a command? I guess not.
That's terrible. Didn't they lock the door?
What did it say? Cool. A command.
Yeah, he went from bed to verse.
Nice.
You're right. Cod we just squid while we're ahead?
I'm kicking Fat Kid out of this channel.
What are the chances that the one I have to read out have PA in the middle of it?
Alright, well, that's everything I wanted to do, so hope you guys enjoyed the race. But yeah, make sure you
Stay
tune
tuned.
in.
There's still stuff coming up.
Make sure you check out xKilios' stream for more BN3 runs soon in the future, I'm sure. As well as my stream if you're interested. Twitch.tv/Risch. And coming up next, I will be helping to showcase One Step from Eden, which is a roguelike fan game based on the Battle Network Combat that will be releasing next Thursday, March 26th. So stay tuned for that. Got anything else to say, Tara?
Roguelike deck builder inspired by Slay the Spire. Buzzwords, buzzwords. Stay tuned. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So stick around. We're going to switch over to a break, play some music, and then come back with One Step from Eden. After that, Night King's Call, and then the last AOA with Battle Network 6. So we'll be right back. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sit tight.
Bye everyone, even though I'm still here.